I was trying to practice. I was trying to practice and remember my lines. And I started the stream. I was just, okay, let's start this again. Jesus Christ, I didn't. I thought I was just practicing my goddamn lines. Piece of shit. God, I suck. Chat, you saw nothing. Yeah. What? I got struck? You saw nothing. Okay. Forget that. I am here officially to say that I am going to sue, after speaking to some lawyers, Right Wing Watch and Jared Holt for making the hit piece on me 1 year ago. In that story, it is saying that I sexually assaulted a woman. Now, you cannot make that definitive statement that I sexually assaulted a woman. You can't. Because in saying that, what you are saying is that I was charged with sexually assaulting a woman. Even if you use the word alleged, even if you use the word alleged, that would mean that there would be someone who is charging me. That's the only way you could do that. Basically, he used a lie to profit off my name, which ended up hurting my business and my character. It really affected, and I will be showing examples of all these things, which I do have a lot of evidence for. And he did mess up. He did mess up in one part completely. That it destroyed me. It really fucked me up. The first text message that I got was from Lacey Green when I was actually in LA. I was drinking with some friends. Actually, after I was hanging out with Baked Alaska, I was chilling out with some friends, and I was on my phone. Open up Twitter, DM, and it's just Lacey Green going, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You're such a piece of shit." And then I'm looking through my DMs, and everyone, "You're a rapist. You're a rapist. You're a rapist." Because I was on Kumite, and hyperbolically, I was saying like a story that I was drunk with my girlfriend, and I pulled off a condom because it was too tight, and we fucked. But after I figured out, everyone's like, "That's offensive. That's terrible. Why would you?" I explained it in a way that it was an actual story. As you all know, in Kumite, I was very, shock jockery. I say racial stuff to offend people. I want to shock people. I want to make them. I want them to be offended. That's what I did. So he took that one little section and created the story, the narrative that I sexually assaulted a woman, which spread into I was a rapist. And he knew. He had to know, because a real journalist would have taken all the evidence, which the next day I did a 20 to 30-minute explanation of the actual events of what happened from that little drunken section where I was dating a girl who I had been friends with for 10 years. And 6 months later was that event where we were drunk, because me and her were about 25, always drinking and partying. It was our party phase. And we had unprotected sex all the time. But I was saying it as a story. But the way the article reads is that I went to a bar, found some girl, and just, oh, she looks drunk, bring her back, and then I do that. And I'm not going to sit here and accept this. A lot of people were like, "Don't do it. Don't do it." Well, why are you going to do that? Really? You can't. No, you know how hard it is? That's what I was hearing. You know how hard it is to prove liable? Not when the person says that you sexually assaulted someone without being charged. Now, let me explain why it's hard to sue for liable. Okay? Because in America, you have to prove that the liable or slanderous statement actually affected your business or your reputation if you are a public figure. Now, the reason it's hard, especially for people like on Right Wing Watch who go, "You're a Nazi, you're a white supremacist," is because if I call someone a white supremacist or a Nazi or an alt-right supporter, and then you sue for libel. No, I'm not an alt-righter. Like, why'd you say that? It's easy because politics is there's a broader scope. It's a broad scope in each section. For example, alt-right, you can take it. The lawyer would be like, well, you did say this one thing, and technically that falls into the alt-right, so therefore that statement is okay. Or I'm not conservative. Well, you may have liberal beliefs, but you did say that you're atheist, and that most liberals are. You could sort of, you could move around in politics, but when it comes to sexual assault, murder, rape, any of that stuff, these are definitive charges, and that's where Jared Holt messed up. He thought, oh, I can get Andy this way. This is the easiest way to get Andy. However, there is a huge problem with that when I'm not charged. When there's no crime and there's no victim. Me and her were still in a relationship for 6 months after. And if you think that me going hammered, pulling off a condom was rape, well, how about the time that she pulled off the condom? She's like, fucking take that off on my foot. Or how about the time that when she was on birth control a few months later, she forgot to take it? And I don't know if she's on birth. And did she rape me because I didn't know she took birth control? No, because it was all consensual. And we're still friends. We're still okay. We don't hang out every fucking day. But I'm so pissed off. I can't even, the amount of people that were like, nah, don't do this, Andy. There's no point. It's going to take time. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. Who cares? It's going to take time? Good. Because type my name in to fucking Google right now. Just type my name in and don't press enter. It goes, Andy Warski, Right Wing Watch. Okay? Or Andy Warski, scroll down a little bit. Andy Warski, rapist. Because some people took that article that he made, which was still a lie and slanderous, and but it was hard to prove that he knew that that wasn't right until the other day, until I played some fucking 4D chess on that motherfucker. He created a wave of Andy Warski's a rapist. And what else did you all see there? Huh? What else did you see there? My nickname started Andy Rapeski. Andy this, Stealther. Hey, Andy, you still do it? That's what I had to live with. And by the way, that's just online. When I was in LA, and I got that. So it was Lacey Green texted me. All the fucking skeptics. Remember how there was like this time where Blair White, they all separated? It wasn't just me with JF. They all separated from when that article came out. Shoe on Head, Jeff Holt, they all left because it said Andy Warski's a rapist. Which is funny because skeptics were constantly bashing the left-wing media because you'll say one thing and they'll make you look like a Nazi. Or, oh my God, you can't call him a raper until there's a jury there. But they were all fine with Jared Holt, who had done stuff like this, to be the judge, the jury, and the executioner. And I couldn't even tell my name. Hey, what's your YouTube? I would lie. I started just not telling people. I would tell people I was an editor because I knew there was a few times this happened where the person's like, okay, let's see your videos. And they're like, what the fuck? You're a raper? That night too, oh my God. That night when the article came out, or the next night, I was in the hotel room and there was my Facebook Messenger went off. Ring, 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 ring. These are people who aren't in the YouTube world. They're not in the YouTube world. They have no, understanding of who Jared Holt is, what the culture war is with left and right. All they know is the news just said that I sexually assaulted a woman. And there is going out. And then I was like, why is everyone messaging me? Because it was number one. It was number one on a Reddit forum, on a subreddit that had probably millions of people watching. Millions of people. And then I started just scrolling through and he's a raper. And then it just went nuts. And the story, when I explained the story to people, they go, oh, okay, I understand. And I was trying to tell a story, and Jared Holt knew there was more to the story. And what did he do? No, he let me be considered just a raper. And he put my name in internet buzzwords. And it's so much time that I haven't said this a lot, but it's happened a lot. Not even joking, the other day, there's this person on Twitter or whatever, and she's like, oh, you're cool, blah, blah. I just started watching, oh, this is so... And then, I should change the title here. I mean, I've been pissed off all day. And she's like, by the way, I was scrolling through and did you rape someone? I'm like, fuck, man. Like, wow, coincidence. It's happened like 5 or 6 times. Sinead, I remember Sinead, she was at her, I think it was her sister's house or something. And they were showing videos of mine, but, you know, old people, how they just click it into the fucking Google instead of YouTube. They searched my name and now I have to explain to a family of the girl I'm with. Let me explain why it says I'm a rapist and there's 500,000 views on it. And this guy is profiting off my, a lie that ruined my life for a year. Luckily, I understand that you shouldn't be hammered into it, but it was consensual. We were consensually both fucked and we loved it. And we broke up amicably. We talked about this before. That her and she started crying and then I was like, wait, are you going to break up with me? And she's like, wait, what? And I'm like, I was going to break up with you. And then we had McDonald's and smoked a joint. Holy crap, Warski. I am suing. Whoops. I'm so pissed. I'm pissed at the fact that there are some people who have my back. There's people who are like, are you sure you want to? I am suing fucking Right Wing Watch. I'm just so pissed. And Jared Taylor. Holt. I keep saying Jared Taylor. Shit. Completely opposite. Now, I understand what I'm doing is going to be intense. Okay? In fact, my buddies has to pass over I have a separate Indiegogo. We're going to continue the Warski and Ralph thing. Don't worry. I'm going to put the rest of the money in there. That's going to still happen. And there are people I've already talked to who are going to be helping out because, again, with the political climate that we're in, like Sticks and Hammer. How does he prove that he's not part of the right when you could go, well, he is, because technically he's not. But when we saw this, I showed him this, he was like, it's definitive. And then the audio, we'll hear the audio right now. Let's hear the audio. You're working on the thing? Cool. I'm like, and I get it, to the people who don't think, oh, it's going to take a lot of time. You know what? I'm fine with that. You know, it's going to be intense. Good. Because you want to know why? I don't think that we should have a 25-year-old with a keyboard to go, I don't like your politics. No more jobs. No more job for you. No more. You aren't allowed to now work at an office because a 25-year-old went, I don't like your thing, Hitler, enter. Goodbye. I was just talking to Big Alaska, actually. He said some things, obviously, in the past, but he's changed. Why should we be defined by what we say and not what we are? You know, What? I don't get it. And I didn't even do it. I did not get charged with sexual assault because, in fact, again, I'll say this one more time. That sex that we had that night from that story, there was sex after that. That if you think that was bad, her and I would be in an insane asylum. And then you know who else was? It was like everyone, like no one. Some people were like, yeah, but fucking who were the badgers, who were supposed to be men's rights activists, men's right, brought me in, and I was guilty before. How am I guilty? They're all bashing Jared Holt. Fuck Jared Holt. Andy Warski. I don't know. That sounds pretty bad. They don't want to hear the full story. There's no fair shake here. Drink some water. I know. I'm sorry. I'm fucking pissed off. I spoke to Nick Rekieta. He wants to talk about this. He said, damn, that looks very damning. Because there's one thing. There's only one thing we were missing the entire time. Was an admission of guilt. But little boy Andy / our retard. I'm just so like, I'm ready for this. This is why, like, apparently, hey, did you see Tonka was fighting, but it wasn't really him? I don't care. I don't care. If Tonka was talking about this thing and then he had dead air, good. That's like saying, hey, there was a bug outside. Oh my God, were you talking about me? I wonder why, because he had fucking 10 viewers. Jared Holt needs to be deplatformed. And this is why. Because he lies. He's a complete fucking liar. And what I have on him is, that's it. Now, let's go over some things here. What could be something that he could defend himself with? This is what I heard from some people. What if he says, well, I didn't really mean, like he's taking it out of context that I was actually meaning that I didn't, I didn't say he was sexually assaulting. It's out of context. But then we're trying to figure out where they could, and there's nowhere because I have his voice. I legitimately think that he forgot that I was in a place where I can record. Or maybe he just forgot. Well, maybe he was that comfortable and thought I was just being cool. And that guy was like, yeah, whatever. But the fact that he was okay with hearing my version of the story, and instead of being like, sure, you know what? I'll add that part to the story. If he just said that, he would have been fine. Nah, I'm just going to keep it up. Okay, so now my number one search is Andy Warski's a rapist. But because it's a year old, well, you are horrible. Absolutely horrible. Now, here's something funny. Let's talk about this. I'm so pissed off. Jared Holt. Oops. Actually, Sticks did a phenomenal video on this. In fact, let me Sticks and Hammer. Hammer. Yeah, I love it. Okay, here's his Sticks, because he explains it a lot, and you know what I noticed in this one too? It's funny because the audio, when people are like, no way, and you hear the audio, you're, wait? I was watching other videos that he did. Sticks and Hammer and Jared Holt have a really, a past. There'd be, the way he brought it up is dueling. They're just dueling back and forth, right? So let's picture Sticks. He was always mad. He was always like this, deplatforming. He's always angry, right? He's as angry as Sticks can be. And then in this one, he's smiling because he's like, hey, you'll see in his face, he knows. And people were trying to stop me. They're like, no, but we have to. And I'm like, I'm not living with, I am not living with the word rapist in front of my name on Google when I am a public figure over a lie. And he makes money. And I lost money on my business. And I have my analytics to prove it. It goes. Obviously, there was other things involved, but that was the main trauma that caused my first paranoia. And I was uncomfortable, and JF and I split up, and then that happened, and Jake died, and I tumbled down until I had to hide for 3 months. And I should, you know what I'm gonna do first? Let me look for something. You know what I'm gonna read? Oh. What the fuck? This is the first email I got. And imagine me just, this is March 17th. Imagine me just trying, oh my God. I originally sent this publicly. Okay, she posted this publicly. Lacey Green posted this publicly. During a story where I'm like, hey, fucking, yeah, Carmen. Her, I always did that. And I wasn't charged. This is like you fucking stick your dick in your girlfriend's ass by accident because you put it in the wrong hole, and then everyone going, you sodomized her and she didn't want it. It's like being hammered and she fell and she slipped on your face and fuck. She shut the. She goes like this. I originally sent this publicly before realizing I don't want to be that person. Oh, I don't want to be that person publicly. Yeah, she said, you already have enough followers that people are print screen paste. I'm really angry and disgusted at what you said and did. I need to ask, what the fuck is wrong with you, Andy? Being your girlfriend is not an excuse. Stealthing is disgusting and arguably illegal. Stop doubling down and stop being a pathetic piece of shit for 5 minutes of your life. We're both hammered. We've done it a million times. You don't know the full story. You read Jared Holt's article, who lies about everything. He said you were alt-right a few months ago. You know what? I'm gonna write to you. You're alt-right, so you hate every other race. You hate black people. You racist bitch. Enter. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you. I'm gonna publicly just do that. Fuck off. Holy fuck. That's what I have to deal with. Be accountable. Get help. All this shit that's going on, it's bad news. I say this as someone who actually wanted to see you, the good. I wanted to actually see the good in you. Well, did you? Well, then why didn't you fucking ask me? Now I'm not so sure. Look in the mirror before you end up in jail. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, I'm going to start my own article. I'm going to call it, fucking whatever times. Lacey Green, she, does sexual ed, right? She does sexual ed and started dating Chris Ray Gunn, which started her path to becoming a white-only sex ed teacher. Because she said that black people's... Dear Lacey, you are... You can't... How many times do you say like a joke, a racist joke? You must be racist. Okay, anyway. You want sticks? Yo, I want to invite... Whoever wants to hop in, man, like, let's hop in. And I need that thing. Listen to believe. Okay, see whoever's on Discord. I'm also gonna make a separate single video for this. Be careful what you say. Just looking out. Yeah, everything I'm saying right now is what's going to be used in court. Okay, that's everything. Okay, everything that I'm saying right now, I'm being honest 100%. Because I have to be honest in court anyway. Let me see. Oh yeah, let's bring anyone? No. Inbox. You're making money. I don't care. Yo, Sticks, you want to hop in, man? I want to get Sticks because he did a video on this. It was really good. And we'll hear. I'll listen to the audio and then. And here's the thing: is damage done. By the way, damage done. Toss the audio, the article down. Toss the article down. You toss the article down, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you toss it. Did I screw up the camera? No, I didn't. Then I'm gonna join in here and invite people. So we are setting up the lawsuit. Yo, if Sticks is in here, I'm live. If you want to chat for a minute, and I'm gonna make a proper like 3-minute video explaining everything. And I'm waiting for the what do you call it? I just had to vent, man. I was like honestly just yelling in my house all day. I was yelling in my house all day. I hope they're watching right now. Record everything he's saying right now. You made a definitive statement. You said I sexually assaulted someone, and then people call me rapists. I messaged Nick in regard for word. You know what? I'm gonna bring Nick. How about who wants to hop in here? I want someone to ask me questions. You know what, Miss? Yo, you around? If anyone wants to hop in, let me know. Let me know if you know what. Let's go into the Warpath Discord. So I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide. Yeah, right here. Remember me, dude? Who's this? I played it. Who's this? Oh, I think I remember this guy. No, but I need someone who can. Yeah. Hang on. Let me bring SoCal in here. The only wording that I need here is that he didn't put down the article that said I sexually assaulted a woman. I was not charged. That's it. Let's see. Oops. What is this? What is this? Okay. Okay, whatever. Okay, I want to watch one thing, and this will prove. This is what I want in the evidence. Now, I hope the GoFundMe is done soon because I want to make that video after. This is just me venting my frustration of why. Here's the thing: we have to set a precedent too. What, is he here? Yeah, is he here? Did I copy link? Copy. Yo, I'm sending you a. There you are. Oh, is he here? Sticks, you want to come in? I think. Sorry, guys. I'm just waiting for. That Lacey thing really pissed me off. Holy shit. She laid into me and didn't even know no one cared about my side of the story. You know what? I'll give it to one person. You know who was one person? Vadim Newquest. You know, me and him hated each other. And he's like, yo, call me. I was in LA and I was freaking out in the hotel. And I explained everything. And he goes, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's not, he's like, but you have to explain that to people. And I'm like, and I did. But the problem is, it was already a front page of Reddit. He didn't do any edits on it, even though it's supposed to be. He ignored me. He hated me. He blocked me off everything. How could I get even a hold of him? Post the Discord link? Yeah, okay, we can take some phone calls. Why not? Yeah, let me add this guy for a second. What? What the fuck? Hello? What the hell? What the hell is this? Oh my god, it's so loud. Oh my god. Oh shit. Hang on. Let me put my headphones in. One second. Hello? Sorry. Hello?
Yo.
There you are. Yeah. The one thing, there's nothing that I can say that will nullify him not putting the article down or changing the wording, because it is a definitive statement that I sexually assaulted someone, which is a charge. And that's what created the wave of Andy Rapesky.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna make, obviously, like, I was waiting for you so I actually was practicing a line, and I was sort of just like, I didn't know I was live, and I clicked the live button. I fucked up. I'm like, damn it! I'm like, shit, I'm live. So I had to restart. But I'm gonna do like a proper condensed, 3-4 minute thing. But I had to go live now because I promised people I'd be live, and
Yeah.
I want people to understand, because a lot of people today were like, nah. Only a few of you had my back. AG first in. No, are you sure you wanted? We have these things. No, we have the evidence. This is like a guy. He dropped his knife, covered in blood, and I'm gonna leave it there. The guy who has hurt so many people, so many people.
Yeah.
I need to get in, man. This is Chambers. Okay, what is Chambers on here? Let's see. I don't think I even raised. She has to come in here.
Who?
I don't know, Chambers in my heart. I mean, I've heard of her before, but I'll bring in one person at a time, I guess. But let's okay, accept me as a friend, Chambers. Oh wait, that's wrong way. Chambers, there we go.
Hey, I'm gonna mute myself real quick
Yep,
because I'm gonna work on this.
Yep. Okay, Chambers, add me as a friend. Go. I'm gonna go into the fucking room. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Sorry, I've just had a frustrating day. Let's go to. Okay, so I'm gonna put the Discord link here. Why is this like this? I'm just so frustrated at people. Invite people. Oh my god. How do I fucking do these? Warpath. Invite people. Copy link. Yeah, there we go. All right. So if you want to hop into the waiting room here, you can go. Dead air. Hilarious. It's gonna be funny. Okay, sorry. Jeff Smith for $20. Love you, Andy. Sorry you keep being screwed over. Hang in there, buddy. Karma will turn around. Hopefully, man. Mullah Mimazlol for 5. Majima SPLC for calling. Oh, Majid Nawaz sued the SPLC for calling him an extremist, and won. It was actually a anti-Muslim extremist, and he was Muslim, so you should sue Right Wing Watch. I am. In fact, let me just play that audio real quick. I'm going to play the audio of the man who said I was a sexual assaulter, legally, a legal sexual assaulter, who I fix, and he won't change it because it's old. Here, let's watch this.
Months. We had unprotected sex many times after.
It was. And
Article that I hated you for hardcore about the stealthing thing. Because you misrepresented me hardcore on that one. I like the initial story. I was just trying to be a shock jock. Like you made it seem like I walked into a bar and found a girl. It was a girlfriend of mine, and me and her still dated for 4 or 5 months. We had unprotected sex many times after
I walked
that.
into a bar.
So it just, and then people were calling me a rapist and shit. And I just think that was like a misrepresented article, and it really hurt me. Like it made me, because I would never do that. Like, you know, me and her had tons of drunken random sex moments, and we dated again for 4 to 5 months, and I'm still her friend. Actually, I actually told her about that. I'm like, she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, man, I made a front page of Reddit. She's like, no. And I don't want to have her on my show to explain it because that's embarrassing for her anyway. I don't want to have her go through that. But I'm still her friend. So that is one thing that I didn't appreciate. I'm just going to be straight out with you.
Yeah. And I get that. But I was working off.
Yeah, I get that. I lived for a year being called a rapist because you messed up. But I was going off that one little part. You're a journalist. How about you go through the entire story? In fact, the Ian Viles-Chung story, it was in the wrong chronological order. He missed out some important parts. And in fact, he told me, oh, I'm going to have this done like next week. And then he emailed me back and was like, actually, you know what? I'm going to do it right now. Wow. Okay, so you're going to do it next week, but now you're going to do it now. So that's why it was so short. And I'm like, this is not... And he's almost like sympathizing with Ian. Like, ugh. He DM'd me. He was like, hey, Ian just wants me to say that Ian feels like he's sorry. So what? You're a journalist. Why are you passing an apology from Ian? What? What does that even mean? Sorry for what? For trying to ruin my life? No. Mango love for 2 New Zealanders. Jared Holt is a criminal. Suck the force out of him. Vibrationing, thank you for the $10. You're destroying everyone. Wait until this ends up bringing George Soros himself down. Godspeed, Andy, Angel of Death. Now here's my plan. I'm going to make a video, like a condensed video, easy to consume. That's going to be right, all written word for word. And I'm going to release that. And Stick said he would help spread that. I spoke to a few other people. I have to get back. I want to do this. Like, I'm not going to be afraid. Someone went, you know, he's under George Soros. You might die. But good. If I get shot because I am defending my life in the future from being called a rapist, and I know you're like, oh, you're not always called a rapist. It's to people who don't know me. You already know me. You find me here. Andy Warski, and the article looks horrific. If he added everything I just said about the girlfriend stuff, it would change the tone completely. Andy bragged about sexual assault. What is wrong with you? Bragged about what? Like, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. After hearing that, okay, so he hears my side of the story, and what does he do? Does he change it?
Video clip. But yeah, that's
the next day.
That's good to know.
Yeah, the next day, after people brought it up, I went into detail. I was saying that video clip was me trying to be funny, shock jock. The next day I was like serious. Like, I have like my waves, you know, like I'm sure you've heard me. Like right now I'm more in the, you know, explanatory type way of speaking. Sometimes I'm in. No, hang on. For 5 global expulsion, here's some advice, Andy. Some people will classify this as rape unless you have evidence that the woman gave clear consent to the action. Get her on. The story, again, is that was a hyperbolic story of shock jockery, and her and I consented every night and did horrible, horrible things to each other, and we're still good.
I don't have to get anyone on. This is not the actual case that we're making right now. Isn't the actual act, because if it was, she knows I do videos online. She knows I do. Everyone knows I do fucking videos online in my IRL. A lot of people don't like. You think I'm like saying this to like 2 people? It's thousands of people. I said it a million times. She has seen me explain this. If she has an issue with what happened on that day, she would call the police. Call the police. There was this time that, like, it was between the time where I sat on his face and he ate my ass, and the time that we were like, what if we fucked on the chair in the balcony while it was raining? Or what about the time that the parents were home, so we fucked in the laundry room, and when he fucked me, his knees were on the floor, the tile, the rubbery tile, whatever it's called, in the laundry room, burned the top layers of his knees off. That actually happened. Oh, there's one time, I think it was my like second or third time having sex ever. It was when my friend, she was moving, and there was no furniture in the house, and I was on the carpet. I'm young. I'm like, when's the next time I'm gonna have sex? I don't know. That carpet burn, you take it. You take the carpet burn. My point is, there has been no sexual assault. If I tell you what some things that she did, I felt uncomfortable. That boy, for 2, is this even your final form? No, it's not, because I have there's some things that are going behind the scenes. The moral of the story: never start a fight with someone who uses the word war in his name. No, the moral of the story is don't write that someone sexually assaulted someone when you think a joke. Oh my God. It wasn't even a joke, it was like a story, but there was no context of sexual assault. The context was the relationship and the vibe of how we were speaking. In fact, he said he understands it right here. And the over the top, crazy, trying to like push the limit. Sometimes I'm more somber if it's something really serious, like pedophilia or murder or something like that. That was a shot, but the
Sorry,
next
are you saying when like that clip, like that was like you channeling something else?
It was like, yeah, it was like shock jockery. It was taking a story, and I did stand up for 8 years. It's exaggerating it to make it funny. And then when I realized, oh shit, okay, that did sound horrific and bad when you don't see it in that lens, and I explained the whole story the next day, it's me, it's a 15-minute story. It's me like talking about this girl I was dating. We were friends for 10 years. We had been dating at that point. I think it was we were like half a year, and we were drunk. Took off the condom while banging. She's like, oh, but then we ended up having unprotected sex all the time after that, and before that too. I think the first 5 times we fucked, we didn't use condoms. And when she's like, I think we should buy condoms. That's the worst. That's the worst. We fuck the whole time without condoms. And she's like, should we buy condoms? I'm like, that's like, let me think of that's like eating ice cream with caramel dipping on it, and then the 5th one, it doesn't, that's shit. I sometimes used condoms and sometimes didn't. That I was just using that one story because it was, and I remember me and her were laughing about it the next day. Actually, you know what? I actually remember. This is a little embarrassing. I'll say it though. This happened a bunch of times. Sometimes the dick's just raging, and you put on a condom, and it's so tight, and it's just like it's choking. It's like, and you're like, okay, and then it starts softening it up because it's like
squeezing the blood back into the, like a toothpaste, but you're doing it the opposite way. So the condoms would just roll off because I'm just like, I need air. It's like being in a straitjacket and being, oh my God. God damn. I had girlfriends too that we didn't even use condoms at all and we risked it. The pull and pray. My point is, sex is disgusting sometimes. Like, fucking holy crap. Okay, Mr. Button for 5. Andy, how will Jared Holt react after your lawsuit deplatforms him off the entire internet? I don't know. We'll have some callers in. We'll check that out. That's just my view for $5. Sticks is in chat. Sticks, is Sticks down for hanging out? Let me ask him. Yeah. Not sure how it works in Canada, but is this? If you both were intoxicated, neither of you can consent. Not sure how the statute of limitations are either, but the guy, we were fucked. For the guy stating that you sexually assaulted someone without being formally convicted is slander/libel. Yes. And there is, now here, a lot of people were like, actually, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to be, for slander and libel. But here's, in England, UK, it's easy. Someone goes, you're a pedophile, or you're a fucking, you can sue them now for just saying those words. In America and Canada, here's how it works. And Bear Dog, you have it right here, actually. Is that basically it has to affect your business, or if you're a public figure, your reputation. Okay? He ruined both. In fact, I'll pull up the stats on my analytics. You'll see, and you'll see right when the article comes, it drove me insane. I went into a deep depression. In LA, I wanted to just die. Oh my, I wanted to go. I remember that, man. That was like the worst. That was the worst day of my life. Anyway, here we go. Let's invite in Murdochian Murdoch. There we go. Let's copy the link. Make sure I don't have this open. Sorry, I got too many tabs open. Okay. Yeah, op-ed, man. I sent you the link. So that's it's slander libel. Libel would be, libel is because he's lying. And in the audio that we heard here, I'll finish it up right now. Like, oh my God, we were me and her always, this was like more my party type. I'm 31. That was I think 25 or something. That was more my party, get drunk, me and her, party and all that stuff. And we were friends for 10 years.
Can you hear me, Andy?
So we're still
1
friends.
second, okay? Very amicable breakup months ago. In fact, it was like, she's like, Andy starts crying. And I'm like, wait, do you want to break up? Because I'm down. She said, really? And we ate McDonald's and smoked a joint after we broke up. But that was 6 months later. And me and her were wild. But that was like, yes, you're right. That's a good way to put it. Channeling this, which I don't use as often now, this almost like over the top psychopathic character that you're like, he's unbelievable, which I used to be. Like, I mean, if you watch me talk now on shows compared to my anti-SJW shows days, you remember those videos. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it was just, I'm channeling this.
Okay, Andy, you get it.
I'm like
all
Ralph's
the
audience
inner
right now. Craziness in me to make you go, whoa, it was supposed to be a shock. So yeah, the next day that actually like shook me and it was like, whoa, okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I can't be
We
fucking
get it.
joking around with this stuff, So yeah, that's to explain more thoroughly my mindset when presenting that.
Now, when I end that part where I go, see, that's me thoroughly explaining my mindset. Shouldn't, as a journalist, as being an objective journalist, shouldn't you toss that in and go, well, Andy's side of the story was blah, 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 and put that in? Obviously, in less words, but like put that. Why don't you put that in? Here's his response.
Okay. Well,
Wait,
I appreciate that.
No. Oh, I thought that was you. Sorry, that's offensive. I thought you were Jared for a second. Wait a second.
Set.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that explanation. It's good to know. That article's been up for, I mean, like almost a year now. So
Yeah.
we'll just leave it there, I guess. But
We'll just leave it there, I guess. People are calling you a rapist, I guess. So just leave it up there. Why? All right. I'm Murdoch. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, man.
Do you know?
I'm just-
Do you know why? Do you know why he's keeping it up there? Why do you think?
Dude, he wants to defame everyone that's on the
No,
right,
no.
everyone that's even
Beyond
slightly on the right.
Beyond that, even is Andy Warski is a name that when you type it in and it pops up, he gets a lot of clicks because it's like Andy Warski, what a rapist, and he clicks it. You know what I mean? And
He must get he must have really good SEO. But other than that, you had some pretty good guests on that talked about a lot of all the right issues, and I think that's what bothers him the most.
okay, but
Uh,
yeah, but you
I
know
think
what,
it's the IBS era.
and this is why my situation is perfect because, like I said earlier, I don't know if you missed it. Politics, it's easy to go, this guy is a fan of alt-right people, and then they'll be like, I'm not a fan of alt-right people, but his lawyer could say, well, you were hanging out with alt-right people, so his statement is referring to you being in an area where you consented to be, which would be a place you'd want to enjoy, therefore enjoying alt-right people. That's what he meant. Boom. Saying Andy sexually assaulted someone. There's no like, well, what he kind of meant was assault is actually there's nothing. He gave himself no, and that did he like, I don't know if he knew I was in a one-party consent province. He didn't ask.
I think he didn't, but I think his bigger point was he wants to chime me in to be like buddy with you, and in the end fuck everyone over that he can, because the DMs were leaked about the whole Sargon situation with his Patreon being taken down, and Jared Holt was in contact with the people who had the paste bin. So he wants to be buddy with everyone who wants to fuck over anyone on the alt-right, basically.
And
that's his shtick.
I think there was a part of the conversation that I think this is where I comforted him more, is in my discussions, I talked about, like, you know, the whole white power hour. I personally, for me, I want to have more of a show that's more about anything and things I enjoy and fucking around. And what I've actually realized what I like doing and is picking something that I could break apart and sort of like see all the pieces. So like, oh, this company let's look through their thing or whatever. Or Ian Miles Chung, for example, there's so much things to look at and really go through. That's what I like doing. But when it's only JF there and it's all right, white power hour, I'm not down for that. If that's his thing, his show's doing well, awesome. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to deplatform people. I just want to platform the idea or the thing that makes me entertaining, or else, you know, burning my nipple on fire, right? So hit like, by the way, if you're enjoying the show. So basically, yeah, he did feel like he was trying to buddy up with me a little bit, and I gave him all of the buddy. I didn't want to give him. People were like, "Why didn't you yell at him at the end?" Because it gives you're giving them. It's like you're about to stab someone in the back, and then as they're turning away, you sort of like show it your knife, and they're like, "What's that knife?" No, you have to like, I'm hiding it. That's how you do it.
But, when was the article actually published? Was it recent? I didn't follow that part through. Like, how recent was the article published?
Let me see.
Like was it in the
Yesterday, right?
past week? Oh,
Yeah,
yesterday.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
So very coincidental when you go after Chungus and all that shit happens, and Chungus does the whole IBS article. Here comes Jared Holt with his hit piece on you. Hmm.
No,
Very.
no, it wasn't a hit piece on me. That hit piece was from a year ago. I brought up the
Oh,
hit
this
piece.
was from a year ago.
No, this was from recent. I said to him, I really hate what you did back there, and because I've been trying to contact him, he blocked me off everything. He just unblocked me off everything, and I wanted to know, like, would he delete it? Would he do this? Would he do that? Because I've been trying to, but the damage is done. The damage is done. It's fucking. In fact, I can even show some stuff here. Okay, someone's gonna Rikita Log explain what I mean here. Well, I'll invite Rikita Log.
Oh, really? Shit.
Why not? Wait, hang on, hang on. Wait, this is only a bad idea if I'm saying something that I do not want to say in court. I will say all of this in court. I am okay with that because this is what it is. And the reason
Can you hold him liable in Canadian court? Like,
no, I have to head to
how
the
does that
States.
work?
No, I have
You
to,
have to go in the States.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it through America. I have. There was 4 lawyers I was talking to. 3, we were gonna, see the price and I'm gonna pay the initial fee to start the process ASAP. Because I'm not gonna wait on this. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna sue him and then never do it. So.
Holy shit, you're actually going through this. I mean, this was unexpected. After the whole Chongus thing,
That was
I
a bit
was I was
more.
caught off guard on the whole situation you were going through with Jared Holt here.
America's libel laws are very lax. He called me a sexual assaulter and it affected my business. He lied. He knew about it. It destroyed my business. It made me mentally ill. It made people look at me differently. I lost friends over this because it was #1 on Reddit.
And aside from this, you have
I wanted to kill
evidence.
myself.
You have
I wanted to
evidence
die.
that he lied about it, and he knows he lied about it.
It's gonna be
Is that right?
Is it gonna be a tough case? Fine. I am willing to go through the pain and suffering to be clean of this and get what I owe because sexual assaulter. In fact, watch this. You want to see a thing? Here, I'm a public figure, right? Here, I'm gonna show you all this. Watch this. Google.com. Andy Warski space. Okay, watch this. Andy Warski is a rapist. He there we go. Let me click this one now. I used to watch Andy Warski videos, but now he's a rapist. Rapist. Alt-right, but and look, this is like the alt-right. An alt-right YouTuber. I'm not alt-right. I should sue these guys, the intellectualists. An alt-right YouTuber bragged about sexually assaulting a drunk woman. Look at the fucking picture they used. Oh my god. Look at this one, dude. Look at this one. Andy Warski, a white supremacist YouTube host. Do you see like the wave? I'm a public figure. It ruined my business. Why do you think I tanked so hard after I came back from LA?
Holy shit. God damn.
Oh my fucking god. I'm
But
not.
the conversation where he admitted that he knew it was false was recently made, wasn't it?
That was 2 days ago.
Yeah. So
and I'm in Ontario,
okay,
Canada,
okay.
right? I'm in Ontario, Canada. And then his reaction to it was, yeah, well, I'm still going to keep it up.
See now I understand why everything progressed so fast, because that was only 2 days ago, but this article has been up for like almost a year, a bit less than a year, and now Jared Holt has admitted himself that he knows the information is false, but he's still gonna keep the article up because why?
Because
Because he
it
defamation.
looks, because
It
or that,
looks like defamation, yeah.
and it looks better. Who's gonna click? We fucked up. He didn't sexually assault a woman. Andy had him. Andy's girlfriend and him were so fucking hammered in the condom. They pulled condom off during sex and continued to date for 6 months after having dirty ass sex all the time. Or Andy Warski sexually assaulted a woman. What sounds better to click? Exactly. Oh my god. In fact, let me search my thing. Okay, I did that. Yeah, you watch this one, okay? Watch this. Andy Warski stealthing. Oh look, it auto-filled it for me. Thank you. Reddit. Oh, oh my god. What's this? A 12-minute video. It's a wolf guy. What is this? Look, oh yeah, make a video. It's repugnant how his echo chamber buddies are now changing the story. Fuck this kid. It went from a joke to that was offensive. Explain it more. Fuck out of here. I can't take it anymore. If I learn another YouTuber that's gone wacky, I don't want to be shit. You know what? Then how about this? How about you take every time I've made a joke where, how about this? Every time a YouTuber says gas, make an article that goes, this person wants to murder Jewish people. And that's fine, right?
Holy shit. Well, to be fair, like this case puts into perspective the quartering's case. Now I know a lot of the chat doesn't like quartering.
He's a nice guy. Sometimes he unfollowed me again for the 8th time. He has
his point in his case. You know the case he's putting up against his tranny. And I know a lot of people have been saying, oh, he raised $16,000. Listen, guys, the actual case is gonna cost him more than $30,000. He did raise $16,000. It's gonna cost him more than $30,000, but he's gonna be setting a precedent, whereas these people are not gonna be able to assault you in open. There's gonna be precedent set, and that's, I think, a good thing personally. And as well as your thing, if you manage to push this case through, it's gonna set a good precedent for anyone who has these sort of hit pieces that have false information in them being thrust on them, especially when the reporter knows that the information is false. I think it's setting a really good precedent if you push this through, actually.
I am. Again, someone in the chat's like, you should really speak to a lawyer before you. I did. 4 of them. They're all like, yep. Now we'll have to go to court a bunch and do this and that, blah, blah, blah. He has to prove that I was charged with sexual assault, and I have to prove that it harmed me mentally and financially. Okay? That's what I have to do. And it did. After I made it back from LA, what happened? Channel tanked, didn't work for 3 months, went crazy, burned my nipple. Like, why should, and look at this. Okay, how about this? All right, don't sue. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. All right, now, I don't know, Sargon accidentally touches a chick's tit. Sexual assault done by Sargon of a god. I mean, don't sue. Don't sue. This is like a big, like, you can't do that. And with like, them calling people alt-right and Nazis and that's the hardest type of suit because there's no, again, there's no definitive thing.
Yeah, that's an opinion. Yeah, that's basically an opinion. But this can actually cause harm to your livelihood because he's accusing you of a crime, of rape, which you've proven that you didn't do. So this is different than calling somebody a racist because he's actually accused you of a crime.
not even accusing me. I'm guilty of a crime. Accusing would be allegedly. He's like he has done the crime.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, that's what I was saying. But I'm just trying to put it into perspective. Like calling somebody racist is basically an opinion.
Yeah.
While calling somebody a rapist is something very different because rape is a crime. Racism is not a crime.
You will lose. Speak to American lawyers, please. I'm getting American lawyers. That's it.
Have you talked to Rakeda?
I think. Yeah. I spoke to him in the morning. Yes, and my guys spoke to 3 lawyers, and we are good to go. Now we're just negotiating price with them and seeing what is the best person to go to. So that's what we're doing. You know what I want to do right now? I want to actually I want to watch the Sticks video. He explains the case very well, and there's actually some extra little bonus material at the end, so we can check that out. Do you want to watch that?
Yeah, sure.
All right, man. All right, so let's pop over here. Wrong chronological. Whoops, I clicked that. Okay. All right. All right, so, and by the way, after I'm going to be making a solid, 3-minute video, just a statement, and then putting the link there, and that's it. All right, so here we go. Let's put our books to chapter 3. Okay, here we go.
You got the audio patch through, or should I click a link?
All right, you're in. You click. I think click the link. Ready?
1 second.
No problem. All right, let's watch this. Sticks and I made a great thing, and then we're gonna I'm gonna write out a statement, an official statement. What I'm doing right now is I'm sort of explaining everything. So if you want to watch, you could watch.
Yeah, I got it up.
And what could be used against me in court? This is everything I would say in court anyway. Probably like a little bit less volume though. All right, let's go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, play.
All right, everyone, we have Andy Warski and Jared Holt news to cover today. Of course, that audio was dropped late last night. I think I was asleep by the time it did, although I could be wrong. Interesting story, rather complex here, so let me give you the too long didn't read version. Apparently, Warski agreed to have a chat with Jared Holt and had confronted him about specifically his article from, was it written a year ago or something, where he talked about how Warski had essentially stealthed his girlfriend. They were having sex. He removed the condom. Now, at the time, Warski had explained it. He explained it to all the other creators, and I accepted the explanation because I'm like, well, he's saying he stayed with this person for a number of months thereafter. They stayed together. The girlfriend was not particularly alarmed. They were apparently having unprotected sex anyway. The Holt article insinuates that Warski is a rapist because of this act. And it spread. It wasn't just the right-wing watch hit piece. It was, I think there were other articles. He ended up trending all over the darker side of the internet. It was Andy Warski Day at the time, and he said, well, I was frightened and, fucked up over this because, basically I'm being called a rapist by this particular legacy media outlet. By the way, Holt, very careful to mention, hey, we're not part of the media. We're an activistic group. We're part of People for the American Way sort of bullshit. Americans for Progressivism sort of, activistic movement. So Warski talked to him and confronted him, in part. I guess they had a longer conversation in general sense, but confronted him about that article, and Holt's like, yeah, okay. And Warski had pointed out, hey, your article, though, is completely wrong. And Holt appears in the context of the conversation to say, oh, well, yeah, I can accept that, that's fine. That's problematic because he then follows it up by saying, hey, but I'm not going to take it down because it's an old article. Well, just because something that is potentially slanderous is dated does not mean that it's not still a problem insofar as it is still actively there. This could become a legal case. I'm sure that it could. I think Warski's actively planning on that end. I can't give advice one way or the other over whether I recommend that, of course, but here's the thing. Holt then makes a cryptic remark on Twitter. I think this morning he's like, "Oh, well, don't stew with people who have your archives." And I'm thinking, oh, like the archive link in the description that I've got. You know, by the way, somebody on Twitter giving me a better version of the same page archived. Jared Holt, and by the way, this isn't doxing or harassment YouTube because he's a media figure. He wants a blue check mark, so you know criticism is totally ideological at this point. There's an archive of him from his high school days, calling other people homophobic slurs, saying sexist things, insinuating a willingness towards violence. And at the time, like when it was first discovered, I thought it was hilarious, and I didn't have a proper archive. When I archived it, the second half is what I got, and then I had to screen cap the rest. So really primitive. Someone else somehow managed to get archive.is to work properly. For me, it's like on a Facebook page, forget it. It'll never fucking work. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know. Their system's got a few bugs they need to tweak. You know, like the fact that it goes down every other day and shit. But between the audio here, where he's essentially admitting to slander, or alluding to understanding at least that the article is blatantly out of context, and in the fact that Holt has openly stated before, I would think this would have some legal relevance. He stated that it is a politically partisan organization that he works for. It is not strictly a journalistic outlet at all. He's said this several times. Look, we're a project for the people for the American way. Subsidiary, our parent firm is an activistic group. It's not a media order. It's not like BuzzFeed, in other words, which is politically partisan, but at least masquerades as, you know, just the news. Which is bullshit, but that's how they get around some of this shit. The only complicating factor, I'd think, is that Warski is, I believe, in Canada. So he'd have to come to the United States to pursue a case, I would think. But it should be fairly cut and dry, I would think. You've got someone admitting, yes, I wrote the article. I acknowledge that the article is not entirely true, but I'm leaving it up anyway because it's outdated, so nobody cares. What Warski is saying is that he's still getting confronted by people over that article to this day. Yeah. It's sort of like when I get
3 days ago. 3 fucking days ago. Before I even talked to was it before? Yeah, before Jared Holt. It was like this person is just like, oh, I said this earlier actually. She's like, yeah, you're cool. I just started watching your videos. Hey, and then like later it's like at a DM. Hey, by the way, I just came across. I searched your name to see what else you did. Did you rape someone? And I'm like, oh my god. And then that's when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna bring it up. I was just gonna focus on Ian Miles Chung. When she brought that up, I'm like, okay, no. It's like the 5th time this happened in a year. You know, embarrassing. And then at the end, I remember she like after my whole she goes, "Oh, okay, still kind of weird." I'm like, "Great, oh great, yeah, holy fuck, pedophile, rapist, like."
Oh man, I can't imagine somebody coming to you and asking, "Hey man, I like your videos, but are you actually a rapist?"
Dude,
oh shit.
Yo, I went to god, Sinead's like the place she works at. This guy used to watch my videos, and I used to work with her, and like in the same place. This one guy used to be like, "Yo, man, I love when you bash Franny. Like, oh, that was good." And it was during my anti-SJW days, right? One day, I hadn't worked there in like 2 years, and one day I walked in, and I'm like, "Yo, Matt, what's up, bud?" He's like, "Yo, man, you still doing the videos?" I'm like, "Oh, he doesn't watch my videos, I guess, anymore." I'm like, yeah. And he's like, "Hey, are you like a rapist and a racist?" I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god! Do it. Hang on. This is like,
did you tell him no? I love Israel, man.
Yeah. Fucking wait. Dreidel. All right. I paused that at 4:40, by the way, and
yeah, same. Man.
Like there was that time. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, dude, I remember one time. Okay, I was with my buddy. Okay, we were at like a club or whatever, right? I was with a few friends, like a group. And then at one point, I was just talking to a group. It was like a guy and 2 chicks, and then some guy came in. You know, it's like in and out, and then we started just talking about what we did, and I was fucked up, right? And she's like, "Oh, hey," like one girl's like, "Hey, so what do you do?" And I'm just like, "YouTuber." And she's like, no way. Let me see your thing, right? And she goes, cool, cool. And then I could tell she was on Google, and she like, like she's like, oh, and then she just paused and looked at me. And she's like, she put her phone in her purse, right? And they're talking for a bit. She's like, okay, we're gonna head inside. And he left. I'm like, I don't know if she saw it, but it was like this, like, cool, that's awesome. Okay, we're heading inside. I'm like, oh man, she must have saw something, either like a racist article or a fucking, or that one, or fucking a rapist article. Or and did you see yesterday? I was really tired yesterday, so it was a somber show. But Halsey's not happy. I don't know if you heard about that. Did you hear about yesterday?
No,
Did you hear about-
Halsey echoes.
Hang on, did you hear about yesterday though? At all?
I saw some of it.
Okay, so here's something. An update for yesterday. Halsey was going, well, I talked to you, and then we're gonna get this you on the site. I'm like, but we didn't agree. But and apparently, in the morning, I got a message from Tree of Logic. Her and I have had our ups and downs, probably mostly downs, because she's very conservative, right? And I'll have like something that's not her point of view. She's like, you're a fucking cock, and I'm like, shut up. She's like, fuck you.
I'm surprised she had time to ride you when she's celebrating in this beautiful month of February.
Oh yeah, exactly, yeah. And then she came up to me, right? And she went, not up to me, on DMs, and she went, hey Andy, I want to thank you for two things. Last time I saw you, you actually helped me because her name was on Candace Owens' site. So that was the main thing. Candace Owens was like, it's not even a real website, and then it had like all these doxes on it. One was of Tree of Logic, and she's a cop, like was a cop and all this stuff. So if she gets her docs out there, she's afraid. She goes, some of the criminals I put in there, they're almost out. So if my docs is out there, might be killed. So we that's why I pushed so hard for that fucking series of attacks towards Candace Owens to have her.
Yeah, that social autopsy website was hella creepy. Oof. They had like specific Facebook posts of every individual.
Remember, she was like, it was
and
fake.
Put him in out of context.
I made tons of videos, and she's like, "Oh, those are actually fake. They were tests." And then I made a like a video, dropped it, and I'm like, is it fake?" And I found the person's like exact profile. I'm like, look at this. Look how fake this looks. Hey, let's see or her dad. Oh my god, they actually made fake individual family members. They worked really hard. Shut up. And then you know what? I was really mad because I know it wouldn't happen now. It was supposed to be me versus Candace Owens. Okay, that's what it was leading up to. Because I did like 6 videos on her, and I destroyed her every time. Right, but it took longer since right now I'm leveled up. That's why I took Ian just 2 days. Like it took Tonka a while, but now I'm leveled up. I'm level like 7, I think. So
Come on, Tatanka was easy level, but
no, but it was long. No, it wasn't. You want to know why? It was this is a
because
mental
of the
game.
mess.
It's
This was a fucking mess, and it lasted too long, man. It was a longer 5 months or so. You were training and everything, and it lasted so long. Yeah, that's why it was a mental.
That's
drain.
why
I agree.
That's why Ian was so easy, because it's like I was stuck in one level and grinding. I was like in the first forest of an RPG for like 18 hours extra than you needed to be. So I'm like level and then I went to the next boss and killed him in one hit. But with Ian, he didn't look. I'm not saying SWAT, do this, do that, right? But he did those tactics in a way which if I were going to do, which I would never. Like I would, you know when you're gonna rob, like always think about robbing a store. You're like head by a bank. You're like, how would I rob a bank? You ever had that thought?
Yeah.
Everyone has that thought. How would I do a heist?
Everyone, come on.
I've been at
Using
banks,
jet skis, of course.
Of course, I've been at banks before and been like, I don't know how I would rob this shit. Fuck. But he's like the guy who walks in with like the pantyhose and one gun. You know,
And it's fake. It's a plastic gun.
Yeah,
The security guard notices it.
and it's yeah, and it's inside his jacket, and he's just like, and it's so he's so not intimidating that even the girl behind the counter is like, fuck out of here. They don't even arrest him. They let him leave, and he's just like with
Yeah,
his
the
head down.
security guard's like, can somebody call his mom?
Yeah. Oh, look at you! Look at you, cutie! Look at you, you little sweet little pea. Hang on, I see the spoon clanks, but I don't see sticks. Sticks, wherever you want to hop in. Okay, so, yeah. So he's just not charismatic in anything he does. Oh, you know who unfollowed me? His girl. She unfollowed me. That was pretty sad. I think, why'd you unfollow me? Oh, I know why she unfollowed me. You want to know why? It's pretty bad,
Why?
actually. I kind of was drunk, and I found her channel. And she's hot in pictures, right? And I opened up the videos.
Oh, you mean his fake girlfriend?
Yeah.
The one.
No, but she was real, though. I mean, like, his fake girlfriend, but she was a real human being, though. Right?
Yeah.
Someone sent me her channel, and I'm like, oh my God, yeah, I'm so excited. And then you see her face, and I'm like, oh, the makeup trick. She's good at Photoshop, at least, you know? So Ralph had just left, and I was like, Ralph, oh my God, dude, we were tricked. Right? And Ralph, I remember him going, like, what the fuck? No, what happened? What came off her foot? What happened, man? And I'm like, no. Look, she's not as hot as we thought she was. He's like, oh my God. I thought Kraup caught us on something or some shit. I'm like, oh shit, sorry, dude. And then, I talked about how she wasn't as hot as she looked. And then I was just like, I'm kidding. I'm
That's
kidding.
the reason.
Do you think that's why she left?
Could be. She seems like one of those girls that really cares about her appearance.
Yeah. No,
I think that might be the last draw.
she's like one of those. Hey, it was cool. I liked the Alex girl, the one who first of all, she saved my life. She made that's like. Hang on, let me think of a. I can't even think of a fucking metaphor for this. That's like shooting someone and keeping your gun in your pocket for 3 days. And then someone's like, what the fuck's in your pocket? Were you the one who shot? No. But, you know what I mean? Why the fuck?
It's an old pretzel from Monday.
Yeah. yeah. This is from, like, you. Okay, this is, all right, back to the bank analogy. This is like robbing a bank and going to the bank the next day in the same clothing. But without
and using the same voice and can I get a deposit?
And depositing the exact money that you stole. It's all blue on one side. Oh, sorry, hang on, because the package blew up.
Yeah, it's in the marked money. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all fucking. Oh my God, it is like it's not even like yeah, you know, he has some sketchy stuff. I don't know. I think I'm gonna call the police. He's got illegal weapons in there. It's like, why are you saying the exact thing that's a lie? You know? Like, he's got javelins in there. If there's no javelins, you're a fucking lying sack of shit. But then if I have 100 javelins, and you're like, dude, this guy has a javelin. He throws them over the fucking bridge because he's a psychopath. There, that's fair. And the schizophrenia and bouts of violence, I think he means anger. Because of a video. What a pussy.
Oh, they take everything out of context.
Which, Asians?
That's basically what they do.
Asians? Huh? Is it Asians? Is that what you meant?
No. I'm saying he takes.
Oh, yeah.
They take everything out of context, up to a point where it. Until it starts sounding totally retarded, they're gonna go with it.
No, it's not true. That is not true.
You don't think so?
He goes to the next level. He's like,
You think he goes full retard with it?
he starts full. He goes. I always owned Hype Break. Meanwhile, I'm yelling on Twitter about the password. He's like, I always owned it. And then finally I show something. He goes, well, I sold it to him. And then I'm like, well, there's no signature there. He's like, well, you had an MCN who said I could have it. And I'm like, but it's half of my channel. Not my MCN has nothing to do with this. And he's like, well, I'm not giving you the password. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm making a video about you. And then like 6 hours later, I'm swatted. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I make fun of him at night on Twitter and wake up to dicks all over my fucking thing, which, by the way, on the stream yesterday, I was sending Jared Holt dick pics. Not my dicks, like the ones, the thumbnails. There was the thumbnails to prove it was gay porn. Jared's like, he says it's not. He's not gay
Was
porn.
Jared pleased? Is that why he let you in his DMs?
Imagine he was hard. No, he was like, hey, fucking, Ian's not.
Hey, Andy, you got any more of those pics, Andy?
Oh, I should. I remember. Here's what I said. Yo. I'm gonna play the part. You're gonna like it. Yeah, let me just turn the scene like this. Watch. Here, I'll play. You know what? Fuck it. Nah, I'll play it later. I need that clipped. Unless, so Cal, are you there still? SoCal. Yeah, oh my god.
But
Oh no!
What's funny about that
he's
is
finishing
he said the channel is his, and then he proceeds to post gay porn thumbnails
on
the channel
on
is his.
on my channel, on Andy Warski, because he was still a manager on my channel. And
Oh, he didn't do it on High Break? Shit, I got that mixed up.
Yeah, no,
so he actually did it on Andy Warski.
because he was a manager. Now here, everyone's like, "How could you be so stupid?" And because I thought I had removed him before.
Man, I thought it was on High Break, so he
No,
actually did it on your main channel.
I can prove it right now. Do you want to see
Fuck.
you want some DPs?
What? DP? That?
Dick pics.
What kind of DP? Oh,
yeah.
I thought double penetration.
I mean, what is it? Is it Friday or Saturday?
It's where I'm at. It's
Saturday,
Sunday.
Sunday? Well, whatever. All right, there you go. I'm just kidding. Okay, we're a day late, but okay. So, with what were we talking about? Jesus Christ! Come on, I'll be out
We're
here.
talking about DP
Okay, dick
pics.
pics. In fact, you could still go through my channel. In fact, you know what? Let me hide the screen here. Apparently, if you click the actual like name beside my face there, and go hit videos and scroll down and hit load more. Apparently, okay, I'm gonna hide. Make sure it's hidden. Yeah. Apparently, if you go down here, let's see if we see anything here. This is our.
I'm doing this.
Oh wait. Actually, hang on. Let me click this. Let me click this for a second. Let's see there. Check our channel Hype Break. Okay, hang on. What's up, everyone? Andy Warski here. How you all? Let me see. It would help a lot if you supported it, and if you enjoyed it. Before I started working out, I was a mess. I looked fucking terrible. I did look like a crackhead. I can see that. Now I know why the meme came from. Look at me. Video style. Love you all and peace.
Hey, just a side note. Is the fight with JF for Baked Alaska still happening?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Here's the thing. The fighting thing, right? I mean, I'll fight if someone wants to fight, I guess. But the fighting thing is like, that was just it was the better choice for Tonka because there was a story plot behind it. No one cares about the fights. We need an excuse to be together, right? Why don't we get like a bunch of fucking strippers and shit? That sounds way better than having a bruise on my forehead. You know, and we're all friends at the end. and I mean, Tonga can't come because there's no chicks with dicks, but maybe next time. Don't.
Yeah, well, JF, there was sort of a backstory there because of the whole.
A backstory? A bag of potatoes? Go ahead.
But there was the whole low IQ ski bit where he left you and made all those remarks, and the audience would love that shit. They would love Andy versus JF.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Baked
fair enough.
Alaska is kind of Baked Alaska is extremely homosexual
Maybe I'll
individual.
fight Ralph. I want to fight Ralph. Fuck, wait, hang on.
That would
Beck,
be
wait,
cool.
hang on, hang on. Beck's runner. Beck, fucking Andy chip a thing. Go ahead. Andy's done with fighting already. No, I'll fight. I'll be honest. I'm tired right now. So thinking of fighting is sort of like it's like eating and then heading shopping. You're like, I don't even want to eat anything, and then you go home and you're fuck. I wish I bought more fucking steak. So yeah, let's hear. I just started rewatching I just started watching my own stream here, and I'm like, why am I not? Who? Okay, hang on. Actually, how about this? Let's get baked in here right now. We'll settle this right now. How about that?
You think we can get him in here?
Oh yeah, 100%.
No way.
Oh, 100%. Oh shit, my fucking phone's out of battery.
Come
hang
on,
hang
get him in.
wait, hang on. Okay, I have a proposition though. Okay. Damn.
Let's hear it.
But I'll say it.
What's it gonna be?
What? Don't you worry. Trust me. Where is he? I told him to change.
Yeah, Chad wants baked. Chad wants baked in. They want some cheap ass rap here.
Oh, yo, we should do a rap contest versus each other.
That would be
Yo,
cool.
baked, you faked, and you waked, baked, waked. I'm
Baked. That's an awful hot coffee pot there, baked.
yeah. hot coffee pot. You snot rocket out of my pot and taught like a school. Swimming pool, but I drowned. Where the
And I got the crown with mom's spaghetti.
Yeah,
Mom's sweaty.
spaghetti wetty. It's wet because I drank water wetty. Yo, if you start a band, me and you. Where the fuck is it? Hang on. Mentions. Oh my god, hang on. I'm gonna make sure I'm not. Okay, good. You never scroll through fucking your Twitter timeline, especially when you're following Stone Mexican guy, where he posts the fucking best nude chicks ever. But it's like 8 in a row. He doesn't split them up. He goes like send. Half an hour break. Okay, what is this fucking? Oh my god. Okay, you know what I have to do here? Okay, so
Is he streaming right now?
streaming consciousness. I'm conscious. no, I want to fucking just rap. Okay, hang on. So let's. I'll check my email here. Yeah, just before.
You think he's watching? You think he's
Yes,
gonna hop
I talked to him before the show.
Oh no way!
Yeah. I'm helping him set up his show, and he's like, "Yo, Andy, do you want to help him?" Like, yeah, I'm like, my best tip is don't read the chat. And the reason, because they're all like, I want to fuck your fucking girlfriend. And he goes, no, guys, no. I'm like, just don't read that. That makes them go.
Yeah.
That makes them want to say that more. Don't you know that?
Don't react to the trolls.
Yeah. No, it's not even trolls. Like, I type that in too, and he's like, Andy. The best line that you got mad at. me and Ralph were just watching because they fight. Sometimes it's funny to watch them fight. You know, like
He fights with his girlfriend on stream.
but it's passive aggressive. You know, so it's even funnier because they are acting like they're not fighting, but it's a fight. You know, like
Soy fight.
No. What was the last one they had? Oh, okay. I'm gonna say this one. Okay, they actually deleted the stream right after. If they're upset that I'm saying this right now, come on, guys. This is part of the streaming. They want you want a tip? Laugh at yourself. Okay, so they're sitting there, right? And she wants to talk because it's her stream. Baked wants to explain to Ice Poseidon why he's not a Nazi. And she's like, we already heard this like 5 times. He's like, but I want to say it one more time. And she goes, it's my stream. And he's like, but I want to finish this. She goes, you already said it. And he's like, no, I want to finish it. She's fine. So then she's all like mad, and he's trying to talk, but then he's sort of looking at her, knowing that she's mad. He's like, "Look, okay, fine." She's like, "No, I want to stop. I want to stop the stream. I want to stop the stream." And then he's like, "You have three super chats left." She's like, "I don't care." He's like, "Well, you're scamming them." She's like, "You're calling me a scammer?" And me and AG are texting each other like, "Oh my fucking god!"
What the fuck?
And he's like, "I'm not a scammer." He's like, "Well, you are kind of scamming them." And she's like, "No." And she reaches for the screen and it just turns off. And 3 seconds later, it goes just video unavailable. And I filmed the most important part where he holds the phone up. He's like, "Look what scuffed Steve Jobs," which is Ice Poseidon's manager, said. He holds up his phone and he's like, "Yeah, but I don't want to hang out with the Ice Poseidon house. They're all doing coke. There's always coke there." And then he's like, "Yeah, well," and he's like, "Well, I feel uncomfortable." And I'm texting him like, "Baked, didn't you learn the last time you ratted someone out, me, on when you did drugs?" And I phoned them after the show and I'm like, "Adults do drugs." He's like, "Yeah, but we want to show their hypocrisy." I'm like, no one likes a rat. Except for fucking rat owners. But
Yeah, especially when you read out on something like that on stream, it's like, oh, can't trust this guy.
oh, but there's one. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Okay, I'm gonna say it low so they don't hear me. Okay. He was holding the phone up on stream, and she's sitting on the couch. She's nice to look at. Even if you aren't looking at her face and your head sort of tilts down a little bit, it's still good. If you know what I mean. Was that a good way to explain it? Yeah. So he's holding up the phone to the screen, so he's blocking the the other areas besides his face. And AG type in the chat, "Yo, you're blocking." Yeah, AG, baked. You're blocking it with your hand, right? And then 5 seconds later, his hand just goes down, and then AG's like, "Did he just lower his hand because he read my fucking message?" I mean, I don't know, man. Right, I'm gonna text Baked. You might not actually answer after it. Like, come on, guys. I'm just joking around. You can say embarrassing stories about me. I need to know these fucking drugs. Okay, where's Baked? He deletes my fucking. There we go.
Did he respond actually?
No, I'm phoning him now. I have his phone number.
Oh, you're calling him? Oh.
Why did you share your coke at it? It was spooky weed. I was looking for it. That's why I was caught. I was sharing it. Baked, what are you doing?
Hey, what's up, bro? I'm just playing some Kingdom Hearts.
Save it and come on my stream. We have 1,400 people watching. Come on my stream.
Alright.
Well,
Do I
be more
have to
excited.
do video?
No.
Do I have to do video?
No. It's chill. Whatever you want to do. I just want. We were talking about, are we gonna fight or are we not gonna fight?
Okay, yeah.
But we'll talk about other stuff too. Wait, hang on.
Send me the link.
Huh?
Send me the link.
Dude, we said we were not gonna talk about coke anymore in the fucking live shows.
The link.
Oh, the link of the stream. I thought you meant the link
Not
of the
the
phone number.
line.
No. Cool. All right, no, cool. You're good. Yeah, no. I'm just fucking with you, man.
Oh, shit.
I hate. You know what?
Send me the link.
Okay. All right, man. Good. You know what? Me and Ralph figured something out. There's 10% of people that know we're joking. Like we were like Tommy CP. Like everyone in the chat. I'm like, we're laughing. Like I'm like, he's like, "No, dude, the link." I'm like, "I know. I'm not stupid." Okay, so link. Where?
He almost outed himself there, and he was like, "A link line, oh,
Yeah.
it's all on L, man."
Yeah, exactly. Dude.
What are we talking about, man?
No, I already finished my stuff. It's too expensive. Copy link to share.
Hey, yo, send me that shit, Andy.
Yeah, fucking. How much you have that guy who has good stuff, right?
Hey, yo, yeah, just send him my way, Andy.
Whoa. Yeah, right. With a lawsuit Who's gonna strike me with a lawsuit for what? Let's see. The screenshots are real. Kraut says he's gonna strike you with a lawsuit in 1 week, so be prepared. I have leaked audio of Tonkasa and Anal Vape working together to fake. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid bullshit. This is obviously a fake. Dude, it's so funny. These people are so. I don't.
Crowd doesn't have money for cigarettes, not for
Yeah.
a lawsuit.
No. I think he means what's his face? Halsey. Halsey used. If he sues me, I'm gonna sue him for using my likeness without my permission. And Tree of Logic will join. You know what we'll do? What's that thing when a bunch of people join together for one lawsuit?
Class action lawsuit.
Actually, you need more people, right? I don't think.
Yeah,
don't
you
think-
need. I think it's more than 3. I'm
No,
not sure.
I think
I'm not an expert.
I think it was like 10 people.
Oof.
Compose, baked. Is it baked? I'll use both. Okay, so let's get baked. Kraut says he's gonna fucking. Kraut has. There's nothing. Kraut is. Who cares about him? I hate that. Kraut.
If anyone reported Kraut to the German authorities on his stances of Islam, he would get arrested.
No, so don't do that. I mean, like, but we.
But his
I have one-
mom is a mayor of a small village, so it might not work.
Oh,
We don't know.
how small is the village? How many? Like what's the population?
I think it's pretty small. I think it's under 100,000. I
Oh.
think it's under even 10,000.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's cool.
He said he takes money from his little brother to buy games. So I mean
heard this.
that's where Kraut is at right now.
Oh, he's fucking. Hang on, 1 second. Boom. I forgot. There we go. There we go. Boom. All right, hop in, baked. There we go. We're gonna have baked. Baked. Alaska is here. Let's set up the fight.
Let's go. This is getting
How about this?
saucy.
Okay, I have to use the washroom anyway. How about this? I leave. You sort of ask some questions while I'm not here, so we don't have any like.
Dead
you
air?
you break him down without me here. 'Cause you want to like have his mindset without me interrupting, because I'm gonna try and destroy him mentally and spiritually.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
All right,
right,
Andy.
set.
I'll try. So,
Yeah.
hey there, Chad. We're gonna have baked Alaska in here.
AMA. Ask baked anything.
Ask baked anything. I'm gonna be pretending to be baked, Chad.
No, don't. Hang on. What the hell is this?
Or we gonna wait
JF?
for him to get what? Okay, so Andy, anyway.
JF is talking about you, saying you get too emotional for anything to happen, and you don't have brains and resources to see a lawsuit to the end, and you're begging him for money last week. Actually, that was because my channel was stolen or whatever, and I will see it to the end. He's just upset because he is very uncomfortable around women, and he had 7 assault charge fucking cases. So I just brought that up, and that there's someone who contacted me who said watch out for him. I'm too emotional for dude. I've done more than a lot of people have because they underestimate me. Anyway, have fun doing your show where you talk like this. And now apparently JF.
People are just joining. What is
Andy,
happening,
I hate,
Andy?
I hate to interrupt here, but you accidentally posted the Hangout link.
I thought I did.
Everybody's gonna
I
join.
thought I did.
No. No.
Okay, I'm gonna hang this up. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bye, guys. Okay, fucking, I'm an idiot. Oh my god. See, I'm flustered. JF used to believe that race and IQ, they correlate, but now he doesn't because he's becoming more mainstream. So he changes his entire viewpoints. Too emotional. That's why you can't hold a fucking. Oh shit, that's the same one. I couldn't hold a co-host because they fucked me over. He couldn't hold a co-host because he's not emotionally prepared to be a nice person. He's rude and and he gets all bossy and what the fuck? And lawsuit? What's that thing you're gonna wear to court when you go to court? Got him. He's saying because you made a rape joke, you deserve the consequences. Huh? Oh, so I made a rape joke, so I deserve the consequences. Is that what JF is saying? Bravo! He's so woke. And he made a rape joke, so he deserves the consequences? No, he said I was a rapist. Rape joke doesn't equal rape consequences. And at least the girls that I do fuck are cognitive and understand spatial and oh my god. I swear to God, JF, you want to fuck with me? I will fuck you right back. Badly. I got some shit. I was actually curious one day and I found some stuff and I thought it was I thought it was an interesting read. I'm just looking for a new hangout that doesn't have everyone inside. Okay, boom. He's emotional, low IQ. Low IQ, yeah, I've done so much. He's a pussy. That's what he is. You say one thing, and then I defended him on a tweet saying, actually, but I reverted it, right? But he's such a pussy that when you say one fucking thing about him, he goes on a tangent and he gets all like flustered. He goes, oh my God. That's why I like hanging out with like Failure. Me and AP, we made fun of Failure so bad. And he was laughing, we talked after. Try saying a joke about JF. Just try. Hey JF, fucking how's it down there, shorty? You don't respect the public space? Holy fuck. How about you lock your door so your girlfriend who doesn't understand what's happening doesn't yell that someone's murdering her. You're chasing me. If you lock your fucking door, I mean, learn how to fuck, man. Anyway, what am I doing here? I went into a little bit of a spree. No, I'm not gonna fucking sit here low IQ. Low IQ? You're low IQ. I have logic and reason, and I have empathy. That's what I have. What the fuck? Hang on. I have empathy. I'm peddling bullshit. Before I invite anyone in here, I'm reading this. This is from a certain website. I'm reading to gain knowledge in the public space of teaching. Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. Okay, let's talk about JF now. Okay. He's been charged, or he had 7 cases against him of women talking about sexual assault. 7. Look, 1, because you accidentally touched a chick's tit once. And you're like, oh man, that was terrible. That was a horrible time. Or your ex-girlfriend freaked out when you broke up with her and called sexual assault. Okay, like 7. How do you 7 times go to court for assaulting a girl? 7 different girls in 7 different areas. Now, my point is with that, how did you get out of those? Now, how about I say this? I'm peddling bullshit. So I should be considered a person who's, which I defended you on your potato sack fucking, which now I'm not gonna protect you. I was being nice. 7. Okay, so how about this? You're peddling bullshit. You did molest 7 women. You did. You molested. Wait, did you? Allegedly. I mean, 7. Right? Peddling bullshit. Andy is called a rapist. You deserve the consequences of being called a rapist as well. How about that? You say that about me? How about this? I said a rape joke. Okay? And it wasn't even a rape joke. Okay? It was a situation me and girlfriend were in a million times. I said, you been in court 7 times for sexual assault. People have contacted me who knew you, who are scared of you, who had to move. They've contacted me. It's terrifying to read. And I did. Oh, that is them. Apparently you're a terrifying person. That face you make. I can see this guy fucking peddling bullshit. Oh, okay, so it says I made a rape joke, so I deserve the consequences. Well, you've been committed 7, or you've been almost charged 7 times, so you deserve the consequences of being known as the guy who didn't say a rape joke, but 7 women are terrified of you, so much so that they had to go to court. And you probably found some loophole. You know, she wasn't drunk. You want to go, JF? Let's go. Warpath, switch over. Went from the left to the right. Okay, let's do this. JF, this is a website that's pretty funny. They make fun of me pretty bad too. It's Encyclopedia Dramatica. Now I know some of these are just funny quotes and quips and stuff. Then we can sort of branch out and see more about JF. And he's low IQ. Even though I found a cabal of people 4 times, I was able to solve 3 cases by myself. I was able to take down a games journalist that no one took down for 8 years by myself. I was able to fall and rise on YouTube 4 to 5 times myself. This guy fucking brings white nationalists on my show every fucking day. They're saying the most horrific things. Emily Yukis, who's so fucking funny. She's cool. And add fucking, you know what? She's like, oh, something about like, oh, the girl, yeah, and the Jews. Emily! He takes her off the show. He brings people on my, he defends Chris Cantwell throwing Jewish people inside a fucking, what is it, a wood chipper. Andy, why did you offended our people here? And Chris Cantwell is on your show, or no, it's not a bald guy, whatever his name was. It's on your show a month later, and he's like, you know, it's one of those people who have the nose, and you kick him off. So you get mad at me and do a 4.5-hour expose about why I should have been okay with on my channel having every slur in the world, and you defending the joke of putting a Jewish person in that thing, and he wasn't like a joke is when you say something. A joke is when you say something like when you say like, oh, imagine he fell into the thing because he's Jewish. He was like, what would you? I would definitely throw them into it. That's a different thing. I bring it up on Kumite. I'm like, damn, he said that thing. You slandered our guest. He's upset. Oh, Chris Kent was upset. I don't care. Cool. I'll do a 3.5 hour expose about your emotional reaction. Emotional reaction? This guy fucking... I'm just going off on him now because I'm not gonna sit here. What, when you cower about him? Oh, his audience might come here and hate me. Good, whatever the fuck anymore. Oh, be careful. Don't make fun of the teacher. I came here to teach in the internet because there's a lot of people. No, you were fired from fucking Duke. Don't lie. Who's like, I have an amazing job at Duke. You know what? I'm going to be a YouTuber to be a teacher. Yeah, I'm sure that happened. I'm sure that fucking happened. Oh, hey, I work at... I'm working in Hollywood and on the camera. I'm a cameraman in Hollywood. You know what? I want to film for the world, not just movies. I'm going to work on YouTube. No, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. He saying Jared didn't slander you and that you deceived your fans. How about this? You deceived your fans and you fucked a retarded girl who didn't know what was happening. So therefore, you raped someone because she couldn't talk. She was like, he said I raped her, you fucking idiot. You creepy, scary man. This guy has fucking women probably in the attic. I'm a Chad. You see him in real life? He's just sweating. He's personalityless. No personality. I was trying to talk to him like a human being. Nothing. But let me talk about science and the fish and the... How about you talk about like a human? Low IQ. No, IQ, yeah, you could read a book and you could stick it in your head. But it's because you're autistic and your autism is the extra, you know how autism has like, you get like one extra power, but everything else sucks. It's like, you know, like when you build an RPG, a build, and you could like pick like a race or something, or like, and you pick, is a 1 of 5 of them, and one of them will raise 1, everything else is down. You're the one, you have one thing raised. Yeah, you could memorize things well, and you could read them well, and you're really good at lying and deceiving people. You're the ultimate snake. You're the Andy, Failure and Tonka, they were in your ear and they stole the show. Smash cut to rewind. I was planning on leaving. I was ready to leave the show. What was it? So you're complaining about them being snakes in my ear, but you are a snake. And he made a rape joke. He deserves to be in jail. Okay? You've been convicted for 7 times, and every girl you have doesn't, like, imagine, it's like he goes to the Special Olympics and hangs out at the smoking pit. It's like, hello, anyone here? Everyone's like, at prom in high school, everyone's dancing. He looks at the corner. It's just like, we call them the Pip kids. It was just like the special needs kids. And he's trying to like shimmy his way towards them, but he doesn't want people to see because they're going to be like, why is he going there? And there's like a strobe light that goes like, this slow strobe light. It goes, so when it turns off, he could shimmy one, and he keeps doing that until he's there. Uh-oh. Let's get how do special needs people think? And did JF take advantage? Survey says Ashton Birdie has a sister who had the similar thing, and apparently but wait, there's more. That's what the Warski show is all about. I wouldn't say I didn't care. I didn't care. He made the rape joke, so he should be consequences. He's smart. He's book smart, but he's socially incapable of happiness. Yeah, how about we just have a police state? That'd be great, JF. Oh wait, you do want a type of state, even though all the women that would be in that state would be fucking not allowed in. What's happening over here? They were to hit like half about the show. Fucking get out of here. Go talk about Jews for the fucking 100th time. The Jews versus the day. The Jews versus that. We get it. The Jewish tactic in the... Yeah, we heard it. Holy fuck. We get it. You don't like them. Holy fuck, JF. Like, talk about whatever you want, but, like, every episode. Today we'll be talking about electricity and how the Jews control the volts. Oh, fucking good. Malaya for 5. Imagine through the SPLC. Oh, yeah, read that one. Yeah. Manual Love for 2. Jared Holt is a criminal. Suicide. Oh, yeah, I read that one. Fuck. Where am I? Jim wants dong. Check the coke signals for 2. That's just my view for 5. Sticks is in chat. Yeah. Okay. So let me get, by the way. Ashton. Alhancha. Oh, did it? Okay, here we go. Sorry, I just yelled for a second. I might have to yell for a little bit more. JF won. Yeah, he won the audience that want to hear about Jews all the time. Fine, fair enough. I don't fucking care. Holy shit. God damn. Oh, hey, Baked. Guess what? Jews control banks. Let's talk about that for 1,800 hours. Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Andy?
Hang on, let me lower your volume a second. Sorry, I'm a little bit flustered here.
No worries.
Because it's like, okay, what happened was, you saw what happened, right? His woman ran in there and she was yelling that he's been trying to kill her for 3 years.
Yeah.
And
that was a little strange.
Yeah, and then he got mad that I brought up the fact that he got almost charged or whatever like 7 times or some shit for sexual assault. Isn't that a little bit weird?
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of times. Like yeah. It's not like once or twice. That's like 7 times. And also, the thing I wonder is I've never heard someone more obsessed with high IQ and that's like all they ever talk about. Yet he's fucking a retard. Like,
oh, geez, no, dude, don't. Lower down the. Yeah, there's like
R word. My bad.
No, you can say retard, but the cadence, you say fucking a retard. You have to it's the harshness of it.
My bad. I haven't been on YouTube in a little bit. You might have to.
But I think I just went off too. But there's nicer ways of saying it. You could be like, he picks all his fucking food from a potato farm. every time.
Yeah,
I'm just watching
yeah.
it on
I
YouTube,
mean,
don't get
but
bad.
but he's the one that's like so obsessed with IQ. Like I obviously, you know, those girls need to get love too from someone, but it's just very strange. It's almost like he has a fetish for low IQ girls, so he can dominate them with his superior phenotype. You know, I don't know what's going on. It's kind of weird.
Oh, Major Alaska, low IQ. Who cares? No one cares.
Yeah,
Hang on. In one second. I want to bring back on. Where did Buddy go? Oh yeah. Hang on 1 second. I really like having him on. Yeah, here we are. There we go. Paste. Yeah, I look. I really want to say. Hang on. I think you're echoing. I want to lower that thing. I should be sued for saying a rape joke. Sure. Okay, hang on. Let me just read some super chats for a second.
All right.
A bit quick here. Claudio, Laura, Giraz for 2. Andy, why haven't you talked to Papa JF yet? Oh, that didn't age well. Money Shoe Productions. You lower your headphones are like bouncing off the mic, dude. Money. Hello. Test. There you go. Claudia. Money Holt Productions for 20 sec. Discord. Why you dissing the cord? Tis. Mike for 2. Anal vape is turning into anal gape. Global expulsion for 5 here. Some advice, Andy. Some people will classify this as rape unless you have. I read that one. Vibration rising for 5. Finally copped a ban from Twitter within a minute of calling Lacey Green an alt-right slut. Jesus Christ. Yellow Flash 2 for 5. Bunny for the war chest. Thank you very much. Love you, Yellow Flash. Mike's content for 5. Annie, did you see the message from Red Elephants? No, I did not. Was it because JF sent him because of... Shut the fuck up. Richard W. for 50. You're allowing people to wind you up. All JF is saying that you're nearly impossible to sue a foreign journalist for slander. Even if you were a U.S. citizen, you'd have to prove beyond a shadow of doubt that Jared's claims are false. I was not charged for sexual assault. He said I was. The girl was my girlfriend for a year. He has to prove it to put it in an article because I lost money from his article that he profited from. So, and didn't have the revised version or take it down. Oh, Andy can't do his low IQ. He can't logically think of stuff. If you can get off from being charged for sexually harassing 7 women, JF, I'm pretty sure I can handle this. Thanks, buddy. Moderator Marcy for 5. Journalists are very delusional. They mislead people to ruin their lives just despite them for political or personal reasons. I'm so thirsty. Claudio Laura Jerez for 5. Guess I'll try one last time. Andy, why don't you speak with JF? Because of what just happened. Summer asks for 5. Tell me who's the lawyer. Like, I'll be friends with anyone no matter who your personality is, but if you can't take a joke or a criticism for 1 second and then talk about it without being a fucking asshole, then you get this. Tell me who the lawyer is, what the lawyer said. Sorry. Tell me who's the lawyer who said it was a good idea to go online and be honest and talk about everything and everyone involved. Did I? No, I didn't. The Bone Zone for 2. If normal condoms are tight, get magnums. They were. Medicare Fembot for 5. Donka Show Bizarre Kumite live in Causality for 5. Don't sue Andy. You're not gonna be able to win. Let me try. It might be fun. Spud Crux for 2. Andy Goldsberg is gonna add 1 more to the streak. Kill Moose Kill for 5. Here's some shekels since you're gonna be taking on Sorrel's funding legal team. Medicare Fembot for 2. Challenge the fight IRL to avoid being sued. Ash Kinnisher for 10. Not exactly a smart idea to be suing. This will open up a Pandora's box. I mean, folks will also sue for similar sites that have right-wing or libertarian bent. This is not about politics. This is about a crime. I don't care. I'm seen as a rapist when you search my name. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I have to think about everyone else. No, man, it's for fucking me, man. Live for yourself. Watch out, like this moral fucking line. Oh, I got doxxed by those guys 18 times. What do I do? Dox them. All 18 of them. Oh, don't dox them. You don't want to be... Okay, fine. Then bend over and take it in the ass until you die. Whomst for 2. Suim. Thank you. So we would trash for 5. Why didn't you share Coke, Andy? Next time. The Scatterbad DDs for 20 MX. Bring David Jaff for a big fight. Pinky Culture for 2. George Soros is the final boss. We were saying that today. Rick Nikita for 2. The only solution is a fist fight between you two. Holcomb for 2. Mama JF is a crazy spud 2. Love is a 4-letter word for $10. Sending love and respect. Peace. Thank you very much. Trickleston Memester. Did I miss something? Here we go. Trickleston Memester. No, he wasn't just saying don't only lie. He was just talking about the how difficult it was. And you're too emotional and low IQ. Yeah, fuck you, you piece of shit. You are so you oh yeah, you can read a book and fucking recite it, but can you tell what people are thinking and how to social engineer a situation without looking like a creep? No. I dismantled all of these crazy, dumb pieces of shit gay ops, and I will have to defend myself. And you couldn't, you would never be able to do that. That's why no one wants to be your co-host, because they're scared of you. All right. Check out some big Memester for 5. Is it pedophilia if someone sleeps with a potato with a mental age lower than 18 years old? JF. Richard W. Eddie's so off base. Good. I'm not cool. Richard, yeah, I read that one. Thank you, Richard W. Vibration Rising for 5. Listen to Richard W. The Engaged Few for 5. To me, alt-right geniuses yapping about Jews all sound like Charlie Chaplin impersonating Hitler and the Great Dictator. Medicare Fembot for 5. Jeff said he was explaining the difficulty of the law. No, he was explaining how he thinks he's I'm dumber. Fire. What's that?
Hello?
Hello?
There's someone else in here. Who else is in here?
Is that Jim? Was that Jim?
Dumpster fire.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
Soundboard.
Yeah, I'll try to last that. Almost done these real quick. I just want to catch up on these. And why are you getting so hot-headed? Because I'm not going to let a fucking... an uninteresting, weird, mean guy who just insults me to walk all over me. I will use the power of insulting him until he goes, okay, stop. He's not a Chad. I'll fucking way. You're nobody. All right. Even sequence for 2 baked. Can we get Beardson and Sean on here? I don't want them to. No, I don't want them to fight. Yeah. Bleed the sheep for 2. Low IQ. Andy strikes again. At least I'm more clever and I can think of better things than you. 11's 4-letter word. I read that one. Okay, at this point.
Hey, Beardson just DM me. He said he wants to come on. He's got some juicy tea about JF.
But he's not gonna bring that dude in where he's gonna be drinking and then saying the N-word 100 times, right?
No.
He's got the FBI behind him. Don't worry, Andy.
Wait, what?
No. He won't bring anyone in. He said he'll act very nice.
Sorry, is it fly? Hey, just hang on a second.
For 5 minutes.
Claude, Laura, Jerez for 5. At this point, Andy, JF was the only one who maybe could have helped you. I feel great. I feel I can do whatever I want, and I'm doing better than when I was with JF. JF helped me. He insulted me, made me belittle myself, and he stole the show. And you can't, stop with the echoing, please. I love you, Andy, but it's sad to see like this. I don't like JF. The end. I tried to give him a chance, but I'm not gonna let some guy call me low IQ, dumb, better when I know myself. Oh yeah, I didn't read fucking history of fucking the European whatever, but I can create something better than him. No, I peed really badly. Me, you guys. You can bring in Buddy if you want for a second. I'll be back in.
Okay.
I'm gonna smoke too. Okay.
Okay, I'll send Beardson the link then.
So baked. Are you doing this fight as a redemption for your past behavior?
I'm just doing this fight because Andy wants to fight me, so I accepted the challenge. And I don't want to see everyone invest all this time and money and energy into this big fight, and then someone doesn't show up. Like Donka. I don't want the wheelchair guy to not show up. So yeah, Andy.
You're confirming basically you're coming on whatever happens. You're gonna be there.
I will be there. If I say I'm going to be there, I will be there. So, yeah, me and Andy have squashed the beef, so there's not like a crazy rivalry between us. But I'm down to do it for the content, do it for the fans, and give us a good fight. That's what I want to do.
What pushed you into this whole fighting shit?
Andy challenged me. What do you mean?
Is that all that is? No other ulterior motives to all of this.
Andy challenged me on live TV. What do you mean? I like that's the first I knew about it.
And what do you think you have to gain from all this?
People want to see a fight, and I want to give it to them. Redemption arc, there's
redemption. So you are admitting some of the chat problems you have were wrongdoings.
What's that?
Chad wants to hear that. So you are admitting the stuff you did in the past, the previous behavior was kind of you were kind of in the wrong with chat.
Oh, I definitely did some stupid things in the past for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's what Chad wants to hear. Chad wants to hear you say you wrong Chad. Chat.
Oh, chat. Yeah, I mean, I think we've already gone over this. I mean, I think the whole thing was overblown. Like, I called the chat toxic, and like, people got really butthurt. But like, all in all, like, I mean, I do agree. Like, there's like, there's crazy shit I don't really want to be a part of, and I don't want like said in my chat, and I'm allowed to think like that. Like, I feel like this has been rehashed over and over and over. Like, me personally, I've got deplatformed from a lot of shit. I've had my life ruined from a lot of shit involving, racist jokes and all that sort of stuff. And so it's like not really worth it for me. Like,
are you still pro-white though?
What does that mean?
Well, do you advocate for the well-being
of... sound like a wignat.
No, do you advocate for the well-being of white people?
Well, I am white. Of course, I want white people to be doing good. Yeah.
Well, that's what we wanted to hear, but
yeah, of course I want.
Do you think you could take on JF? That's the other question.
Oh, I mean, JF would be the easy fight. I don't.
JF would be. You think Andy would be harder than JF to take on 1v1?
Yeah, I love everyone, dude. But I think Andy would be way harder to take on. Are you kidding me? No one's seen JF out of his chair. The dude's like probably 5'0", dude. No, you've never seen the dude out of his chair. He's a freaking hobbit.
How tall are you though? He's 5 foot, like, I don't know, 6 or something. 7,
yeah,
8,
I really doubt that.
How tall are you though?
I'm 5'10".
5'10". I'm 6 foot. I'll take all you faggots on.
Bring it on.
Well, JF, I don't know. People told me that JF actually knows a lot of Aikido and karate, which could come in useful if it was an MMA fight.
Let's see it in the ring. Let's go. I mean, JF is a sad little man, and the people on the right wing are supposed to be against pedophilia and like Pizzagate shit and all that. Why is no one holding JF to the fire for getting $25,000 from Jeffrey Epstein, a convicted child rapist?
Oh, you mean he had him as a sponsor, right?
No, Jeffrey Epstein gave JF Garepi $25,000 to start his YouTube channel. Why is no one keeping him accountable for that?
Oh man,
do you not know that?
I do know about that, and for for everything you did, Baked, I'm gonna put that aside. Let's talk about
Wait,
Jay.
wait, wait. For everything
Jay,
I did, so you're saying
you
your chat toxic?
you fucked
people
with Chad.
taking-
You fucked with
no,
Chad.
no. Listen. Don't interrupt me. I'm saying taking money. You're saying calling the chat toxic is worse than taking money.
I'm saying
$25,000 from a
selling
fucking
yourself
pedophile?
out
you
for
fucking
Hollywood,
crazy, bro?
for LA.
Are you fucking
You
crazy,
sold
bro?
yourself for LA.
Are
You
you
sold
fucking-
yourself for LA.
You don't
Did,
even. I
did
don't
you or
even
did
live
you
in
not
LA.
change?
What the hell are you talking about?
Did you or did you not change yourself when you went to California and
No,
Hollywood and
Your
all
whole
that shit?
timeline about my life is wrong. You don't know anything about my life.
Did you not
retard.
change your perception
No.
of reality when you went to?
I did. I lived in LA for 10 years. You fucking retard. You got the whole timeline wrong. You don't.
Did
know
you or
anything
did you
about
not
my
change
life.
your whole talking points when you went
No,
on
I
different
didn't. I
streams?
didn't move to LA. I already lived in LA.
But I'm talking about your talking points. Did you or did you
I
not
lived in
change
LA
your?
for 10 years. You retard.
Stop
It
saying
doesn't
retard.
matter if you lived there for 10 years.
We only,
Did you did you not
hang on,
change your
wait,
whole
1 second.
perspective?
Both of you. Only use retard when we're talking about the girls that JF dates. Okay, go ahead.
You're dodging the question.
I don't want. I don't want.
You're dodging the question.
No,
You're talking about
I brought
living
this
in
up.
LA. You're talking about living in LA. I'm
not
saying,
talking about living
did
in
you
LA.
or did
That's
you
what
not
you're
change your behavior
You're
when you went
talking
on
about
Ice
shit from
Poseidon
the
stream?
past.
Hang on,
What
whoa. I'm gonna intervene here in a positive fashion. Okay, Baked.
Yes.
You and don't yell. Just let me say my sentence. And first of all, I'll say one thing. I just add one thing that apparently what he's saying, why I should be, this is funny. Why I should be sued, or sorry, why I can't sue him, right? Is because I didn't fact check the article, but the article that is in question was written 1 year ago that he didn't tell me he was doing. I found evidence by tricking him into saying something that fucked up that first article. How would I fact check an article that I could have never seen? He thinks that the second article was the one I'm complaining about. The second one is fine. So he's like, Andy's stupid. He doesn't even know. Yeah, how about you sue me? So his entire argument is null void. That's what I mean. He is smart when it comes to fucking like the books and stuff, but when it comes to like logic and understanding puzzles and how he's dumb. He doesn't know, like, if you didn't have the door open here, he would like if there's no sign on the door pull, he'd always push first. He wouldn't understand, oh, the handle's here, so I'd probably pull it. He'd push, but he needs words, he needs direction. Cause he just speaks out of his fucking ass. Everything he said was wrong. Every absolute thing he said was wrong.
I would agree that he's wrong, but I would say that he's trying to push it as far as he can. I don't think he actually believes in what he's saying.
Yeah,
I think he just wants to push it because he wants the narrative to be out there.
Yeah, and that's why.
Why are neither of you guys pushing JF on the fact that he took $25,000 from Jeffrey Epstein, a convicted child rapist, and he's not explaining that, he's not giving that money back? That's fucked up. Like, no one brings that up.
No, we will. I have that on the list because
okay,
our friend Zoom is gonna hop in, and you know what he has? So JF was just bashing me about you could not sue. You don't even know the law. You don't. First of all, he doesn't even know what this case is about, so he just failed. First of all, he did not speak to a lawyer. Apparently, he said that. I got 3 people who've talked to 4 lawyers, and that's all.
JF, his court cases have been proven to be bad in the past. Like,
and let me tell you,
court case in the past, it's pretty laughable.
Wait, check the court cases or have them delivered here. Number 2. That's what we're doing right now. Zoom will be here in a minute, and we have the whole court cases. We're going to be heading through that. So everyone, hit like, sit back, make some popcorn, or if you're on, JF side, have some chips. If you know what I mean. Hang on, let me just. So evening sequence was the big. Can we have Beardson and Sean here? We'll do that in a bit. Is that cool? If we could just, we'll bring him in. I just want to hear your guys' argument, but first I want to add in here is that Baked, you did change your politics a bit. You can be honest with that. Like, it's not a negative thing to change your perspective because you used to be more, let's say, I guess, edgy, not care. You're more on, and then you went to sort of, you had to censor.
More alt-right, and now you're more alt-light.
But
I can admit that. Sure.
okay, that's fine then. Whatever. There you go. Where's Zoom?
Like people change. People have nuance.
So, all right, so why are you defending?
So what's your stance now? Chad really wants to know what your stance is now on white people and the globalists and everything that's happening.
The chat didn't say that. You're just making that out of your ass.
Chat's asking that all the time. Just clear the air up. What is your stance on white people, the globalists, and everything that's happening?
I'm not a white nationalist. You're so boring.
Okay,
like,
okay. I didn't say that.
No.
I'm just asking you what your stance is. Okay, calm down. Calm down, Bake. Okay, calm down. I'm just asking you what your stance is right now. What is your stance right now?
It
Did
is
we
okay
rewind time
because
6
the
months?
real white nationalist is here. How you doing?
Yeah. Hey, how's potato farming today?
Oh, it's a little bit different. Sometimes they struggle. Sometimes I have to cut them. It doesn't matter when you're in the public space. When it comes to Baked, though, how are you doing today, Baked? You do change your positions a lot.
Fuck yeah, go ahead.
Remember when you were trying to be a political streamer and then you failed, so then you tried to do in real life streaming and suck Ice Poseidon's dick, and then that failed. So then you started to become a political activist and pretend that you were fighting.
Who cares?
People in Charlottesville.
We get it. Hey, look. We get it. You don't like Baked. Baked?
Yeah. Remember when you were making fun of Ashton Birdie's suicidal tendencies and how you were dating her? That's so funny.
We get it.
Well, let me give you a good example because people bring this up a lot. They're like, oh, Baked, you changed. You changed over and over.
Is she yelling?
Yeah. Ashton's pretty pissed that.
I didn't say Ashton. Come, tell Ashton sit down.
Did we forget that stream on Christmas Eve when you were playing Fortnite with 15-year-olds making fun of her? Oh, we forget so much when we were big.
Zoom. Let's fucking focus here, okay? Yes, we all have embarrassing
The man of
moments,
the people
okay?
has arrived, Chad.
Look, we all have embarrassing moments that happen, and having a mental breakdown, which I have had, and when I'm stressed out, has happened, and bringing it up right now is not necessary because let's all focus on one enemy, or else it's gonna be a screaming match here, and there is a fucking piece of garbage out there on the other side on a different stream. Tell her mute when she's yelling. I'm just kidding.
I would agree. I just wanted to. I asked Baked Alaska nicely.
Who
What's
gives
his
a fuck?
stance
We
on-
get it.
on-
White
on
nationalism,
bullshit?
cool. Whatever. Who cares? Let's
Why
fucking.
don't you guys just play some Fortnite? It'll be okay.
Oh my God, guys. Baked. I'm the right?
And these cucking guys.
No, I'm not. I want to make fun of JF. I want to make fun of JF.
Let's make fun of JF.
Because look, and then we're gonna be making fun of Baked.
About the topic here for a little bit?
Yeah. So
How many potatoes you guys have?
so I don't know why JF is talking shit about Andy, because I don't know if you guys knew about this, but JF had this thing where he lured a young woman to another state so that he could try to have a baby with her at the same time that he was married to another woman in North Carolina.
Really?
And when
he was still married?
he was still married at the time.
He said he was divorced.
No, it clearly says that he's still married, and it's an official state record thing where they proved it. It's in the initial filings, and this is just 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
You can look it up in the Texas court records. I have them right here.
Let's open it up.
Let me hold on. I'll put it in the side chat.
I'm not trying to like. You can yell at yell back, but then we have fucking. So you know how Medicur's Fembot.
Why not do both?
Okay, because then we'll never get out of here. Look, Medicur's Fembot, right, was like he's just telling you how difficult. No, Zoom. may you repeat what you said? Autistically, you remembered everything. What he was saying. So go.
So he was talking about Andy, and he said, Andy does not have the mental faculties or know the intelligence, let alone the resources, to properly see a lawsuit from one end to the other.
Wait, hang on. See a law. Take out lawsuit to the one end to the other.
Yeah, he doesn't
No,
think
no,
you
hang
can
on,
see it till the end.
No, wait, if you take out that and just have the word "see" there, everything before that, that's a description of every woman he's been with. They don't have the mental faculties to see because he every girl he's the guy that you bring his girlfriend.
He likes potatoes. Just say it, Andy.
Potato. That's too good of a fucking food. Like he likes who is a baked. Do you have your speakers on like max volume?
No. Am I
test?
Yeah. No, I have headphones on.
Okay, now. Wait, who the fuck is it? Why are you opening plastic? Everyone
Dude,
mute
that's
yourself.
not me.
Everyone mute yourself.
I'm
All
giving
No,
my
no,
cat
no,
a
all
treat.
three. I'm gonna do a test here. I'm doing the fucking before. Okay, everyone, I hear breathing. Mute. Okay, baked unmute.
Yo, what's up?
Test. It's you, Rich. I say
It's me?
yes.
I have my headphones on.
Yeah, but do you have like one of those really big ones that you're like, it was Beats headphones, you know, I bought this and all you.
Yeah, I got my Beats headphones.
He lowered his. He lowered.
I lowered it. Is that better?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, cool. Is Birdie there? All right, bring Birdie here for a second.
All right.
No.
It appears as if your control over your sound devices worked about as well as your attempts to fuck it in.
Oh my god. That's actually like, true though. Did you fuck her?
You want me to get Ashton?
Yeah, just tell her to come here for a second.
Hey, Ashton.
Yes.
All right.
It's me, okay? Ashton.
You want me to put her on?
No, I asked her to just walk up there and then just not do anything. Yeah, of course, dude.
All right, here you go.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, Ashton? How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Wow, you went from like super angry to like.
I'm sorry. I honestly, I really hate JF right now. I honestly hate all pedophiles. I think all pedophiles should be guillotined.
Okay,
I mean, he's French, right? So he's used to that kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I was really angry for. I thought you were actually talking to the real JF. Amazing impression.
Oh my god, she was mad because
I was really understand. I really hate pedophiles. Like, I have a little sister who's disabled, and I don't even honestly. JF says his girlfriend is autistic, but I understand. I mean, I have autism. I understand autism runs on all different types of crazy spectrums.
You're not
It's
supposed
just-
to tell them. We're gonna find
if
out we
you-
have powers.
If you have enough of a high autism, we can go on a date. Okay.
Aston, your IQ is very, how you say, low. Does that mean that when I see you, my penis will get hard? Oh.
Well, it's my thing is I have a little sister, and I don't think JF's girlfriend is just autistic. I definitely think there's something else there. There's definitely something there, and she seems very similar to my little sister, who is very extremely disabled to the point where her personality, her IQ, even her looks are very similar to an 8-year-old. And so when I look at JF's girlfriend, it almost scares me. There's definitely something going on where he's using her to a degree where he's abusing her and manipulating her. It's definitely a power factor where I think he gets off by the fact that he does have a higher IQ. And I wouldn't be surprised if she was coming in on his stream and saying things like, he's going to kill me, he's going to kill me. I wouldn't be surprised if he's threatened to kill her.
Warski. You're the greatest.
Yeah.
Trying to kill me.
Wait, did she say that?
I wouldn't be surprised if he's threatened to kill her if she didn't do certain things that he wanted her to do.
Well, yeah.
Hello, hello, Andy.
Pretty really. All right, this is guys interesting. Now, so what is like? What would your sister have? Like, what it's I guess autism and what else?
She had a very
definitely
heavy
autistic
level of
spectrum,
autism.
but she's also she has this. I don't know how to explain it properly, but she has a. It's a, gosh, how do I explain this? You've seen videos of my sister, right?
No,
Where-
no, I don't search for
I'm
it.
talking to Kate right now, not you.
No.
But-
I thought you were asking me. I'm like, what the fuck? That's weird as shit. No.
Isn't it
What-
funny
Yeah.
that she's been on this show for like 3 minutes and she's added more to the show in 3 minutes than Baked has added in the past 20 minutes that he's been here? Baked, you should just be the Twitch girl and she should be the one streaming.
I'm
Yo,
not
yo,
Twitch.
get,
I'm not on Twitch. What are you talking
no,
about?
he's
I'm talking about Baked. He should be the one that's the Twitch
Nah.
girl in the background.
No. I think Baked is very talented in the aspects. We're just trying to,
in
Will
the
you
ass.
say the 14 words? Say the 14
No,
words.
no,
I am
yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say that. I'm
What
sorry.
does your what does your sister have?
What kind of white person are you?
What you're not okay, what all right, so what were you she's just autistic and
She's not autistic, but she has a delay in forming patterns together,
Hello?
making up sentences. She's delayed. in a
Hello,
sense-
she is a perfect woman for JF Garepi. Hello?
Oh, that's disgusting.
someone's like stop the
That's
defamation.
disgusting.
Where's the defamation? This is like all like pretty like factual right now. We're saying. Yeah, so
I wouldn't be surprised if JF's girlfriend was delayed to the aspect of her. She's not even sure what reality is. No, I'm serious. My little sister, she gets majority of like how she sees reality from television shows, and so girls like her are easily manipulated by men like JF. I mean, it's the whole. It's why my sister still lives with my mom.
do you think
People like JF are very dangerous to girls who are delayed mentally
so,
and emotionally.
Judging by this statement of facts, he's very dangerous to these girls because they had this one girl like very thoroughly examined by 2 different psychologists, and both of them said that this girl was severely incapacitated and that she was being taken advantage of by JF.
Absolutely. And I think it's interesting that no one's really talking about this because yeah, she may be over 18, but she has the mentality of say an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old.
Here's the one thing I heard. Here was his
That's
defense.
pedophilia.
His defense was she drove cross country and she finished university.
But she still has the mentality and understanding of a child. I mean, she obviously can't think for herself and make decisions for herself. If she's in a position where he's easily controlling her and manipulating her and is getting off by dominating her mentally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, according to the report by Dr. Mark Thompson, the ward demonstrates the social and mental maturity of a 10 or 11-year-old child.
But
Exactly.
he said it was a lawyer. He said it was a lawyer, not it's a doctor.
No, this is literally 2 different doctors that evaluated her. Dr.
Yeah,
Rosa
it's
Gonzalez and Dr. Mark Thompson.
So
The word
essentially, JF is fucking a 10-year-old.
Yeah, she has no comprehension of cause and effect relationships and is often known to have impaired decision making. And then they have multiple exhibits of her constant brushes with the law and getting in trouble.
In JF's own words, she needed a few seconds to react and respond to words. In JF's own words.
Wait, hey,
this is way
alt
worse.
hypes in he threw super chats for 5 says JF's girlfriend wasn't saying JF tried to kill her, but the guy JF was talking to stalked and tried to kill her. Alt hype, I'm fucking bringing you in here. I want to hear the story. What?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Alt hype, he's a smart dude. He actually just pwned fucking JF. Just changed his entire viewpoints on like IQ. He used to always go race and IQ, and then he just dropped it and went IQ cannot be part of the scientific calculation because the percentages of the how much it works is not right. And then like he just switched over to like a different. So I want to bring all hype. I want to hear that story because.
But JF is still a white nationalist.
No, well,
that's the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a spud nationalist.
Listen, like I personally, I'm obviously not a white nationalist or a white supremacist in any sense. Like I'm pretty liberal for someone on the right, as I'm sure the majority of your audience and my own audience knows. But the thing about JF is that
We're all
JF
SJWs here, actually.
JF is not one to talk about IQ when he's literally using his own IQ, which, by the way, I don't even think is very high itself.
It's not.
To use a young girl. I mean, he's obviously using his IQ and her IQ as a way to dominate her. I think the thing is he's probably so insecure with his own IQ. That's why he's dating her. That's why he feels the need to dominate her.
According to this application, he is excessively aggressive towards women, unstable, and is obsessed with having a woman to have his child.
He sounds like the kind of person who definitely has his own issues. He definitely has a lot of insecurities, and he abuses mentally disabled women to deal with that. And it's very sick, and people like him should be locked up.
Under the seal of this court, it states that the ward has a long-standing diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder, F84.0 DSM-5, and is currently scared of JF Garippi and is no longer contesting the guardianship. So he literally tried to call her and intimidate her into removing her contestation.
All right, here I'm gonna play a JF so devil's advocate. She was scared
I
to leave our love.
JF is messed up in the head, dude. There's no way to make this okay.
No, I was just
that JF is not in the wrong.
I was
We just all agree that JF is basically a pedophile. JF is a borderline pedophile.
He is a mental pedophile. Gets your facts right.
But what is borderline pedophile? Is it like you're in the showers and you pee on a child? Would that make you a pedophile?
He's a pedophile because even though she is over 18, she is still the mental capacity.
It's just on the lines of how baked Alaska is a cock. JF is a pedophile.
Let's
that's
be
like
real
the
here.
same
What happened?
He
same
did
lines
get
here.
cucked by Ice Poseidon.
Baked is gonna get back on here.
Oh
God
God!
bless.
Wait,
God bless.
Bird, are you leaving?
You should just stay and leave Baked in the background.
Pretty
Yeah,
gone?
yeah. Better you than baked. Come on, better you than baked. Be serious.
No, guys, come on. Don't be mean.
Come on.
But seriously, yeah.
Come on,
He's a
Andy.
little
Birdie, come on,
baked,
stay a
to be
little bit.
honest.
Well, oh shit. So, no, I'm
I'm gonna
interested
just
in-
keep bullying Baked till he brings Bastion back.
Wait, hang on. Okay, so
Hello.
actually, hang on, Baked. Since you have special needs yourself, what would you like? Do you think?
Yes.
I just got for me. No, hang on.
Yeah, no, I have some
I can't
special
say.
needs, you know.
I can't say.
I'm pretty low IQ, you know. Me and Andy
Hang
together.
on,
is
wait,
probably like,
whoa, hang on.
we hit
Whoa.
triple digits together,
Captain,
you know?
yeah, Captain Q. No, I'm 103. Captain Q says, Andy Warski, if you agree with the pedo allegations, then you are changing your previous position. So you're telling me when I learn new information, it can potentially shift me into a new viewpoint? Wow, I'm a piece of shit. I must be a piece of shit hearing new information. God damn it. And he's manipulative. You know, the way he sort of like twists your words, he'll always try. So I'm interested in this. And God forbid I learned something. Oh my God. I thought you were anti-abortion. Well, I'm okay now with it because I thought about it more. But last year you were. Time has passed. You know, I'm just saying like the people are surprised that I've evolved into a new.
Yeah, how dare you change your views, Andy?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so yeah,
You're supposed to be the exact same person for like 90 years, bro.
This case is fucking insane.
okay, all right, let's hear some of it. I'm good.
Okay, so the attorney for the state was arguing that he should not have guardianship over this mentally retarded girl. They said that he did not have this because she's listed as the ward because she's a ward of the state at this point. That he did not have the ward's best interest in mind, and that his primary focus was on having a baby, not on the ward's best interest. The appointment for permanent guardianship.
Oh, what does that mean? Like
that she's like mentally incapacitated, and he's more concerned about putting his seed in her than actually taking care of her.
Okay, how do you test that? Like, what do you do? Like, just put them both in a room and see what happens?
Other
They
than
told
that,
him, "Hey,
Zoom.
she's fucked up in the head," and he's like, "Okay, but she's got to have my baby, okay?" Like, he's literally submitting writs to the fucking court saying she needs to be in his custody because they're planning to have a child.
Wait, I have an idea. Maybe
There's
the 7 girls that he's charged with assault, right? What if they're just girls he's just trying to fucking come inside? He's just like, no, hang on. They're like, oh my God. Is this what it, because he always said that. Remember Sinead walked in here once and he goes, put your seeds in her. I'm like, dude, no, I want to buy a house first. Like, fuck off.
Oh, Andy, it gets worse. Like
Oh, no,
you know
how?
when you get a bill for let's say a car payment or a phone payment, and it says you owe the company so and so. Well, JF responded to the court order with I do not consent. So he wrote on the letter of the court order, I do not consent to what the court order says. I do not consent to this line. I do not consent to this line.
Is that illegal?
That's how he responded to the court order of him.
That's like having a ticket, like a traffic ticket, and going,
I'll be right
nope,
back.
not paying that one. No,
Exactly. That's what he said. I do not consent to paying this traffic.
Is that why he
ticket.
thinks he's in the right? Because he's like, well, no, I wasn't charged for that. It's like he used a Sharpie. You can't. That's not how you how you're innocent.
That's not how it works, man.
Okay. So Karyan Schlussler in the chat says, if it wasn't for mental handicaps, JF, with the way he talks and fetishizes pregnancy, he'd be a virgin. Oh boy.
Oof.
Okay, so Zoom said he'll be back. That usually means he's about to come back with a social security number. We got love is a 4-letter word for 5. Andy, you JF is bad publicity ever onward, and that's why like I was talking to I went out for smoke and me and Zoom were talking. He's like, all right, hop on, and I'm like, is this? Am I being too much? He's like, no, man, he's being a dick to you. I'm like, good, because I'm standing up for myself. Be like, well, stop it, Andy. What? Do I have to let a guy who reads more books than me talk to me like I'm a fucking kid? Fuck that. No, I could do way more damage with being clever and mean than he does with, oh, Andy, the fish in the Red Sea, they create a. I don't think there's fish in the Red Sea because it's too much salt, right? Anyway, see, I knew that, and no one cares because JF fucks potatoes because that's more interesting than knowing a science fucking thing. Oh, hang on. Meal Motor for 10. Every time I want to like you, Andy, you disappoint. Whatever JF said about you lately, it doesn't merit this shit. What? He called me low IQ, all this stuff. Oh, okay. So I just bend over and take it. Oh, you'll like me if I let JF dominate me. How about this? How about I bend him over and fuck him? Did that hurt your feelings? Bye. Like, if you don't understand that I can have my own personal opinion on him and I can react the way I want, this has been a long time coming. I've been very nice for as mean as he's been to me. He always takes pot shots at me. And I was always so timid before. Like, fuck that. What's he going to do? Just call me low IQ constantly? Oh, that hurts my feelings. Okay, so we got 00 for 5. Baked is a cool guy. Just let go. Yeah, that's what I think. Truckman Bone for 2. JF and his fans can follow their leader. For 5, message retracted. Mike for 2. Baked is BBC lover. Is that true, Baked?
That is false.
Okay.
you took some time on that one,
Yeah.
man.
No, he had to look over his shoulder, and she had to nod or shake her head. We got Lord Actor for 5. Ask Ashton Birdie how she destroyed Troy Rudin and the Berkeley CCR Club with her insanity. Is that true?
I don't know about that.
That you want to get laid tonight, so you don't want to ask that, right?
Right.
How is the sex? Is good? No, that's so weird. Is she watching? I hope she's not watching. That was weird. Hey, alt hype. How do I fucking get you?
What's up?
No, alt hype. I'm looking for alt.
Oh. Well, I think the chat's been asking for Beardson to come on. I got him here. What I think we should talk about is, I know there's certain things that are like allegations, and I think, obviously you should be fair, like alt hype said in the chat, like, certain things are just allegations. But the one thing I think he should really be pressed on is he took $25,000 from Jeffrey Epstein, who is a convicted child rapist. That's just a fact.
We'll do that.
And I think Beardson has some good points on it. We've kind of had a one-sided conversation here.
What? We're all agreeing.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck do you? Just because we.
Oh,
Well,
When you were gone, though, I was getting roasted by these two guys. It was kind of like
that was aside from the whole the case. That was that was whole different. Wait.
True.
Were they making fun of you about the case?
No.
Oh, okay. Then how's that one sided? That's not part of it. That's some.
Well, I just think in general, I think we should hear from Beardson.
Okay.
Super high IQ.
All right, bring Birdie back.
Oh, super high IQ, is that it? Oh. Just like you said before, nobody's asking that in chat. I'm gonna say the same. Nobody's asking for Beardson in chat.
Yes,
That's
they were.
BS.
They were asking.
That's
for
BS, man.
Here, is Beardson here?
Yeah, he's here. Let him talk.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, that's uncomfortable. He's in the room. What the fuck? Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, hang on. Zoom. Do you think we should do your part first to continue, or is that separate? Or just don't be at your mic. All right, Beardson, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you, man?
Good, man. Here, I'm gonna boost you. Are you able to boost your mic a little bit?
Yeah, it's fine.
Sounds good.
Let me
All right, cool.
Let me fix it.
All right, so you have some things to say about your about what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, about JF. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. So $25,000 from a convicted. What evidence do we have of this?
I mean, he said it on his show.
Oh.
Yeah. He was doing a bit about some like liberal Trump hating guy, and he's like interrupts it just abruptly. He's like, I do want to interrupt here. We are talking about Jeffrey Epstein, and I want to be fully clear. He gave me $20,000 to start this YouTube channel.
What?
And it, yeah.
Okay, so do we have a encyclopedia dramatica of it?
I can send you the clip of it.
Yeah, sure.
Let me find it.
Also, mute when you're not talking for a while, because it sounds like you're walking through the glaciers of fucking Cambodia where there's massive winds. That's unnecessary. Like long. Don't feel uncomfortable. I feel like I made him uncomfortable. Did I?
Oh no.
All right, cool. All right, cool. I feel like sometimes people take my I'll be like, you're an idiot, man. Relax, and you hear violin in the background. I'm like, calm. All right. Yeah. So Beardson. All right. So Baked. While he's looking for that, who's Beardson? Who's Beardson? You said I should go on his show one day, and like, what does he do?
Oh, Beardson is he does the weekly sweat every Friday.
Okay,
he's the leader of the Irony Bros.
Okay, dude, you're okay. And what is that like? You're like
you don't know the Irony Bros?
Baked, you're the worst
Oh my God, this
representative of my show. What the hell?
Yeah, that was a really terrible plug.
No, I mean,
wait, are you hang on, Baked? Were you joking there, or was that the act?
Yeah, that was a bit. That was a bit.
Are you sure it was a bit?
Yeah, it was a little bit.
Hang on. Okay, votes here. Okay, Metacritic. Do you think that he was purposely describing Beardson like that, or do you think he didn't? He thought it was good, and then we all smashed his dreams down, and then he decided it was a joke. Metacritic.
He went with the crowd when the crowd said, "Oh, it's bullshit."
Oh, just like when you went from BuzzFeed. Yeah, no, I get it. All right, Beardson. I'm just kidding, man.
Okay.
Dude, relax. I burnt my nipple. Okay, like cool.
I know.
I get shit about that all the time.
Hey, Beardson, can you say "fuck the military" for chat?
You mean fuck the troops? Yeah, absolutely. Fuck
yeah,
the troops.
fuck the troops. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This chat wants to hear it, just so
Yeah.
we know where we stand.
Yeah, that's where I stand. Fuck them.
What? Why?
Alright. Oy vey, long live Israel.
All right, I'm back.
I mean like have sex with them because they deserve it because they're giving a lot to our country.
Can we continue? Go.
All right, I'm back. What's up?
Okay, yeah. So okay,
Beardson's here.
Are you ready?
Zoom.
Yeah. Should I continue?
Yeah. I don't care. Who's talking?
It's Godspeed.
No, not I don't. Who? Beardson, go.
Okay, yeah, I dropped you the link for that in the Google Hangouts chat. So there's that.
I could get a little intense. I'm sorry. Okay, so the week.
So yeah, I just think it's really odd that JF is the guy that's taking money from a convicted pedophile. I mean, that's a fact. He's admitted it to himself, and he has a pattern of, trying to have sex with girls who are, mentally underage. There, in the court documents, one of the counselors for the girl says that she has the mental age of an 11 or 12-year-old.
Don't make me hard.
It's.
Maybe
I don't know.
That's what the $25,000 was for. Am I right?
All right, go ahead, Metacritic. Your turn. I'm just kidding. Hang on. He told me that, and I didn't even like. I was terrified of him, but he told me that the girls, it was like the lawyers. There was one time where, who has to have a redemption arc? Johnny Fox. Johnny was right.
Oof.
Right?
That's so hard to say when Johnny's such a fucking spurg, but in the end, sort of, yes, Johnny was right.
Johnny was right. Everyone hashtag Johnny was right. And it hurts me to say that too, by the way. Okay, 25. Okay, I'm gonna read the article. Yeah, okay, I'll read the article. White nationalists.
I'm trying to get all hype on, by the way, Andy.
Nice, wicked. Fucking all hype break stolen by Asian guy. All right. Not once. Okay. White nationalist YouTuber says Jeffrey Epstein once gave him $25,000. By Jared Holt. I'll see you in court. All right.
Yeah,
wait. How do I believe this? No. You know what? This article, I need a new article.
No, I mean there's a video clip in the article embedded where he admits it. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
Daily Beast reports that they were actually regularly seen together during the 1990s, and as I told you last week.
Wait, him and used to, hang around like walk around the mall together.
Yeah, Epstein was probably like, "Hey, JF, you want to come to my island? Hang out."
Oh, so okay, so I bet there are like different like personalities a little bit. So they'll walk in and there'll be like a 10-year-old blonde girl and a like 23-year-old Down syndrome fucking redhead, and they look at each other and nod and go, "I'll see you in a bit." All right,
Hey, Andy, Ryan is here.
Oh, is he?
He has good takes on JF. Hey, Ryan.
I watched a lot of your video. I watched a lot of your video the other day, but I didn't watch all of it because it was like 3 a.m. and I fell asleep. Like because of video, because I was tired. It was great. So what did he do? I know he did a rebuttal, but what? To tell the audience, because there's this huge.
He did a 4-hour rebuttal, just talking about the metaphors Ryan did and not really addressing any points.
But okay, what was
as far as I know?
Okay, so he used to believed that IQ and race were completely linked, but now it's saying that like the percentages
test.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll just say, okay, I'll just talk about this. He made a video going after IQ based on really. You can watch the video if you want it. It's really autistic. There were a lot of statistical stuff, but it's really surprising. I was shocked that JF would make these arguments and that he would parrot a guy like Nassim Taleb, who's not only like anti-IQ and he's kind of a pseudo intellectual, kind of like a pop science sort of guy, but also like he's really like anti. We could just say anti-white. Like he's a really bad dude, and so I was shocked that he would do that, and also that the arguments were really bad. But then people were making jokes about his girlfriend. They were making jokes about his girlfriend, saying, "Oh, that JF doesn't like IQ now because he learned that his new girlfriend is low IQ, and so now he has this vendetta against IQ." And I was like, "That's funny. That's a funny joke there." And then then someone sent me a clip of him saying just that even though she doesn't necessarily have a high IQ, she's actually very brilliant. And I'm like, holy shit, maybe there's actually a little bit of truth to this. But I also want to defend JF a little bit, and that a lot of people pile on him for doing stuff that may seem like sort of creepy to like normal people. But I think JF is actually like a lot of his autism is hidden behind a French accent, and so people don't quite get how autistic he is because it's masked by the accent, and so a lot of behavior, like think of a guy who's like really.
All right, yeah. So it's
Sorry,
like you know, when you're in your car and you see the mirror and it says objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. You're saying JF is more retarded than he appears, like that, right?
I wouldn't say retarded. I just say it's not because he's not like. I mean, obviously he was able to get a PhD, you know. So like obviously like he's smart in a certain way, like very smart in a certain way.
I'm just being mean. I'm just being mean to be funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm saying, so like if you're like really into cars or trains or like an autistic person can get really into some things, and I even have a little bit of that myself, getting really into a topic to a degree that other people don't, and it sort of excludes you look at the entire world in that way. And I think there may be a little bit of that in JF, and you look at his opus, his book that he says is his greatest work, is The Revolutionary Phenotype. It's all about reproduction. Right?
He's trying to spread his seed in as many potatoes as possible.
Well, you can say potatoes or whatever, but I'm saying it's like if you're kind of autistic-y and your focus isn't trains or sports stats but it's like reproduction, then wow. I mean, I think this might be a manifestation of that.
Dude, that's wow. So like his goal is just to like fill up every girl.
I don't know. I'm not saying what his goals is.
He admitted it already. He admitted it on stream on many other occasions that his goal is to spread his seed as much as he can. That's his life goal. That he already admitted that.
What does he think he is, a French Genghis Khan? I mean, I listen to this fucking dude, and he's always talking about how great his IQ is, but then he got all butthurt with fucking Emily Yukis because she said that squirrels were smarter than Africans because they understand the concept of saving nuts for winter. And he lost his fucking mind. He's like, Emily, no, I got to mute you. I cannot have you saying these things about the Africans in the public space.
He's concerned about the super chats.
Yes.
How can you sit here and insult this squirrel?
Ryan is right.
He
was concerned about. He was concerned.
Money.
Yeah, he was concerned about a content strike, which means he can't get paid.
Yeah. Well, I understand that, but like I've managed to toe the line here.
Stop talking about nuking Africa, Emily. That is not appropriate.
No, there was one. Yeah, that maybe someone pull up that clip. I wanna watch that. Like that one, he goes nuts, and I actually feel so bad for her because all hype. You were on my show when it was like, you know, the Warski live. I used to be horrendous.
You were?
Actually, I was bad. I actually said it really. Yeah, like as in like the things I would say, but like to be jokes, right? See.
You were edgier. Okay,
well, here's the thing. There's a big difference. If I say a black joke, but it's a joke, it works, right? But when you go, black people, they
unlike
don't know
black
how to
people,
eat.
fucking got them.
You know what I mean? Like there's a whole difference. What it sounds like she's doing is just making a joke about that, right? But when if she were like, no, seriously, squirrels, they have this thing in their brain, and she starts explaining it, then it's like, okay, this is getting a little intense.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
But she's a joke.
I mean,
with
squirrels. Obviously, they're not like abstractly thinking about saving. They're just acting instinctively in a way that. So they're not.
You bring Emily in here.
Less time preference.
Yeah, get Emily. Yeah, bring Emily in here. Give us her take. I remember when she called him a cuck because he kicked her off the show for being divisive.
Okay,
well, he kicked her off the show because.
Wait, what's the? There was that, and did you have one more thing about the money thing, or I remember there was one more thing you had.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no! I was just talking about the Emily Yukis things. I obviously kicked her off because
it was IQ thing. It was IQ thing, and then what happened after that?
It was basically
his response. Yeah, that's
right. Andy's asking about your video where you talk about what JF's motives are.
No! No. That was just a little jab at the thing is I probably shouldn't even put that in there because apparently people are saying that he actually refunded the money back. But I was just like I was just making fun of neuro as like a prefix to things. It's kind of like to make things sound more sciencey than they really are. And like JF was going to have a show called Neuro TV, which I think is kind of a marketing ploy with like the neuro. I'm a neuroscientist, and also I kind of showed in my video that cognitive neuroscience is not as advanced a field as is portrayed to the public. And so I was just making fun of that. And then I saw on Encyclopedia Dramatica this article saying that JF took $10,000 for a show, season 2 of Neuro TV, that he ended up not producing. But then JF and several of people who watched JF have said that he actually refunded that money. So that may have I probably shouldn't have put that in the video since I wasn't
we have apparent even bigger accusation of $25,000 being taken from Epstein.
Yeah, that's a much bigger deal, yeah.
Okay, here.
What's your opinion on that? Actually,
I have no opinion.
Wait, hang on. So I'll read it. Jeff Epstein, who we're talking about here, was the original funder to my YouTube channel. Garrett Play said. No, it's not that I give a shit about this guy, okay? He got arrested after the fact that he donated to my channel. It was after or before? He says after.
Apparently, he donated the money before he got arrested.
Okay, so he's just... Wait, hang on. He continued. I may never have talked about it, but Jeff Epstein had given $25,000 to my foundation in the U.S. when I started my YouTube career. As a Jewish millionaire, I think he didn't expect my channel to turn out the way he did. Fucking baked pizza, turn on the oven. Oh, that was
well, I give props to JF for that.
No one laughed at. Yeah, see, the oven jokes are boring now. I get it. Yeah, so he did get the money before, right?
Yeah, he got the money because like if I remember, he was like dating this girl. JF was dating this girl at the time that worked with Epstein, and that's how he got in contact with her or something like that. But what's really weird about the way he's describing it is like he's like, I'm not trying to find him innocent, but like he never was like, yeah, this dude's a pedophile, and I took money about it and I feel bad about it. He's just like trying to spin it in a way to where
did he know?
I don't know just the way he says things is just
did he know,
fucking
though?
Weird.
Did he know about the pedophile stuff?
I don't know at the time. I mean,
yeah, all right.
Who knows?
Yeah, let's pull the room. Let's say this guy you knew in '96 he fucked a kid, right? You aren't his friend, but one day he's like, "Hey man, I run into a lot of money," and he's holding a wad of cash. Do you take it?
And you see, I take the money because if I take the money, then he cannot spend it to pay off his child victims. So in a way, I'm stopping children from being harmed.
No, you
need to use your IQ. And
how about this? A guy walks up to you, right? He's got $5 million, right? And he goes, "You could take this money, but if you do, I fuck a child tonight." What do you do?
Can I shoot him after he hands me the money?
No, you have to be in a room that locks up.
I guess I.
I like how this is an actual morality choice. Like, is the kid gonna?
I guess I would just kill him and then look for the money after.
I mean, what? No. You're not allowed to do that.
I have
no. Hang on.
This is not a question people want to publicly answer.
Yeah.
I'll take
I would
the money,
shoot him
okay?
in a heartbeat.
No.
I'll take the money. I have no scruples. I'll be the one that tells the truth here. Okay.
How about this?
Yeah,
How about this?
Beardson is admitting he works for the FBI and he's a pedo. It's all good.
But then it's a plot twist. It ends up being your child. There, you just fucked up.
Well,
damn, it's like an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Well, then definitely no.
Okay, I'm gonna film that. Don't worry. This is like a Saw movie.
Double plot twist. The kid was already dead.
Or you could do this, or you could just not take the money and work hard, and you build yourself up, and then you make $5 million, and then you withdraw it, and then you do the same offer to someone else later, and it's never ending cycle. M. Night Shyamalan.
Wait, so Are you saying that?
Oh man, Andy, oh man.
I'm gonna make that movie. I'm gonna. If I had $50 million, I'd use it all to make that movie. There'd be so many props. It'd be ridiculous. Like, oh my god, why is there like 4 like Ferraris?
It's like Looper, except you're a piece of shit.
That was fucking the funniest joke ever.
Like, what the fuck?
This funny. What the fuck? Oh my god.
How did this go from let's make JF look like a piece of shit? Yo, I fucking direct a movie where a dude make a bunch of money, gets successful, and he wants the fucking kid too? It's like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
I like how we're talking about his low morality, and then now we've just proven that our morality is pretty shaky too. Okay, anyway, sorry. Yeah, so this pedophile guy, right? Now, like, are they buddies? Do they hang, or is it like an occasional he hands him money?
I don't know, man. I mean, I wouldn't hand like 25,000 if I saw JF on the street and like he started talking. I wouldn't be like, you know what? I'm giving this guy 25K. You know what I mean? Like there had to have been some like personal connection there.
And if you're caught with one child, right? Say you go to jail for 5 years or whatever amount of time for molesting a child, right? You're caught. But think about it. People who do coke and go to jail, do they just, oh, I was caught the first time I did? No. He definitely fucked at least 9 children. That's JF. Would someone go over to his fucking chat and ask? Right? No, I'm right there. You have to admit. One guy, look, oh, I was caught, I don't know.
You know, them knowing each other makes a lot of sense because here's a good part that I didn't even get to before you brought these guys in.
Fair enough.
JF used this as an argument. Fuck off, cat. Cat's biting me. JF used this as an argument that he was entitled to mandamus relief under the belief that he had a clear argument where he recited law from child custody cases. And he said that because she has the mentality of a child, that precedent for child custody, where cases were similar to his, should be used to prove that he should be trusted. And he cited Texas Rule of Civil Procedure 60 on interventions. But according to the court, he completely ignored the fact that there is a unique intervention rule that relates to guardianships in Texas estate codes, which was discussed below. And that his argument is based on the fact that he believes that he is her fiance. And he believes that she's pregnant, neither of which are factually true, and neither of which provide a relief to begin with, even if they were true.
It sounds like they're doing tests on people who like try crack for the first time, and they're like writing down. How do you feel?
Well, like they're literally making fun of him because he believes that because he has this like retarded girl, like a lot, like pregnant, that entitles him to own her based upon the fact that he cited some random law that apparently because she's mentally incapacitated, she has a child inside of her, he has the right to have that custody because he should be taking care of both of them or something, but they just think he's retarded. Like they're literally mocking him.
Wait, are they?
They're saying,
yeah, go ahead.
They're saying that he has no idea what he's talking about.
Okay,
so JF himself argued that the girl that he
yeah, he didn't have a lawyer.
Look.
He represented himself.
But he himself, I just want to get this straight. He himself argued that this girl that he believes he knocked up, whether he did or not is whatever. But he believes that he knocked her up. His argument was she's not don't want to use the retarded word, but like was mentally incapacitated. Like he's
and because he claims that they entered into some kind of written or verbal contract where she consented to be his fiance, even though there was no witnesses to this, that he has the right to demand possession of her as well as the child, but they gave her a pregnancy
I
test.
think he said custodian. I think he said custodian.
DNAP.
Wait, hang on. Wait, no, I was muted and then I laughed. I was laughing because you were like, I don't want to use retarded, so special needs. It's like, yeah, I don't want to use digger, but like the African.
I'm not very good at live discussions.
Do
you have like?
How do you have
an
fights
original?
with? How do you have fights with a girl? Hey, I don't want to say whore. A lady.
I don't want to say.
Promiscuous woman.
Yeah.
I just want to say this is a lot of effort to get some pussy. By the way,
dude,
like had to go to court. Like
the thing that he did though is the funniest part because he applied for a petition for mandamus, which is where you're it's like this uncommonly used legal thing where you write a letter with a written command to a judge demanding that they perform its public duty according to law, and he tried to get the whole thing dismissed and swept under the rug before the fucking courts even had her evaluated. And he said that I'm notifying all parties involved in this case that I desire to appeal for the petition for mandamus to the order entered by the county court of Jefferson County. And then he specifically cited the previous case for the guardianship of Ms. Jacqueline Castellanos. Specifically, I contest the decision of the court to strike and reject my motion to intervene. The decision was made in the proposed ward's absence during the hearing. So because she wasn't there and she had proper legal representation because now she's a ward of the state, they sent a representative instead. And then he claims that the court was intimidating her and imposing physical detention and imposing keeping her against her will by the order of her physically abusive biological parents.
That makes sense.
And they did a full fucking thing evaluating her family and her history and her medical history, and they found that the only person in that situation that was being physically and mentally abusive towards her was him.
Well, yeah, I like how you said that like it was a shock. Like,
yeah, and it's just like the courts are like, dude, you're fucked in the head. We're not taking you seriously.
Dude,
and
but
we
do
can't say
you have the source for this somewhere?
Yeah, we need.
Yeah,
I was saying.
I have all of them.
All right, show us.
Okay.
Well, not
what do you want to see?
Not on screen. Not on screen, obviously.
No, what do you want to see specifically?
Whatever you.
I just want to see all the
you
stuff.
Can't say that he hit someone without evidence.
Well, they're saying it in like the thing, like in the review. They're saying that he's abusive and controlling.
Yeah,
that he's taking advantage of her. He's claiming that she's being. Here's where he says that here's the writ where he says that she's being held against her will and that the court system in Texas is abusing her. They're just saying all this wild shit. But the system itself is saying, she agreed to let us be the guardian, and she agreed to send somebody to represent her, and that he has no idea what he's talking about.
Is this like a normal size for like a document? Oh shit, never mind. There's way more.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's
let
me look at this. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 posts, and there are 6 appellate briefs too.
What's appellate?
That's like the court. It's like a brief for the court that they've read.
So I mean, out of all this, what do we summarize between all this?
Well, JF likes mashed potatoes instead of baked. Is that what you're saying?
Wait, so what we're saying here is basically he is more special needs than he looks. Therefore, it's not that he's banging special needs person. Then it isn't rape because he's also has the brain of a fucking probably like a 12-year-old or something, right?
Well, the best response is this one, Andy.
Uh-huh.
Because for somebody who's such a legal fucking genius, this is the response that he got from the court system.
Okay,
just double check it. It's 1 page.
Shit, where you go? Okay, I'm gonna go. Fuck. I lost it on the tabs here. So many tabs. There.
The Ninth Court of Appeal, having considered Jean-Francois Garepi's petition for the writ of mandamus, concludes that the petition should be denied, and it is therefore ordered, in accordance with the court's opinion, that the petition for the writ is denied, and all costs of this proceeding are assessed against him.
Okay, so yeah, so his story is he won, and then her
No, he
dad
lost.
came, and then they battled, and then the dad took her.
No, the state flat out told him to fuck off, that he had no case. He was incorrectly citing child custody law because apparently she was classified as being mentally that of a child. They said he had no idea what the fuck he was talking about, and they basically just slammed him in court. Said that he couldn't be trusted in the to take this woman into his custody and take care of her.
He said there was a fight in the I guess at the front door, and he's like, I can show you pictures of the broken door.
I don't know about that, but I do know that he was given a notice that was already denied 3 times, and he kept trying to appeal it. And they just completely destroyed it. They kept citing that he was, retarded. He didn't know what the hell he was talking about. That they're not gonna take his memorandum seriously. Because he has a history of violence, he has a history of abuse, and that they're not taking him seriously. They denied him literally within I think it's like he started this on the 16th, and they already denied him.
So he was lying the entire time, basically.
Yeah.
Okay,
he didn't have some duke out thing. He filed a response to try to intervene. They denied it. He appealed it. He got it denied again.
So he's like a more well-read Tonka.
Yeah, he didn't really know what he was doing. Like he was randomly choosing, like he was trying to do this like backdoor legal proceeding by using like writs to try and like force the court's hand, but the judge reviewed it and said he was full of shit.
Writs, what do you mean?
Like a writ of mandamus, which is like a written order.
I was like, why would a cracker help in this situation?
Yeah, he was representing himself and saying that the court should give him what he wanted.
Always ignores my like stupid joke, and I'm not that dumb. You're like, yeah, I know. No, I thought you meant cracker because you said Ritz, and then you're like, yeah. I'm like, what do you mean, yeah? Listen to me. Go ahead. This is a man. He shouldn't have he made fun of me for something that he didn't even know what we were talking about. And we went hard. Do you think we went hard or what?
His response is like retarded. He's like, by finding that I lacked standing, the trial court is claiming that I could not have brought some or all action to my name. However, comparing the standing between me and the proposed ward's biological parents and the proposed ward's absence, and rejecting my motion to intervene, the court has made a finding of fact without providing me the legal tools to that should have been available to me in a trial, such as the interrogation of witnesses and the possibility to file and argue motions. One possible outcome of me obtaining such tools would be to show the court that the biological parents of the proposed ward are disqualified and non-eligible guardians pursuant to Texas Estate Code. I am now writing as the next available guardian under sections 1104.
He just literally got a court document saying he failed, wrote over it, gave it back, and then stole her.
He basically never had custody of her. He lured her to his place and then said, we're going to get married. I'm going to knock you up. Her family found out about it and was like, we want her back. He tried to use the argument that she's over 18 and can make her own decisions. So her parents filed a legal claim against him, and the state stepped in and took her. They evaluated her. They had 2 different court-approved psychologists or psychiatrists evaluate her. They both said that she did not have the mental facilities or mental faculties to make this fucking decision, especially one regarding having a child and getting married. They said that he was intentionally taking advantage of her, and then they gave custody to her parents because she's mentally incapacitated. his argument for this was that it wasn't fair that her parents represented her in court, even though they're the ones that have custody over her because she's mentally incapacitated. He's claiming this is not fair and that he's not being given all the evidence and he's not being allowed to interrogate her as well as her family so that he can try to force her or intimidate her into claiming something, malicious about her biological family so that he can try to use that as an argument to establish that he's a more credible person to watch over her. They're not listening to him, and that's why they denied it to him, because they knew that was all he was trying to do. Because when they had two different psychiatrists evaluate her, both of them came to the conclusion that he was intimidating her and that she was afraid of him. So that's why they didn't even entertain letting him examine somebody that's not mentally capable of taking care of themselves. So he tried to argue this, and he tried to cite a state law and child welfare law, claiming that the parents were abusive to her and that he should be given custody or emergency custody of her because they're going to turn her against him or some shit like that. And the courts were like, that's her real family. You're a weird guy that she met on the internet that lured her across state lines with the intent to knock her up. And you don't care about her. You don't care about taking care of her. You care about knocking her up so that you can have a child because you feel that that's the only way to make yourself feel like a man because you're a weak-willed little French shrimp. Like, this dude literally tried to bully the courts with old dated writs of fucking with like a mandamus, and he tried to command the judge to give him custody, and the judge told him to go fuck himself.
Wow. So,
and you guys can review the whole thing. I'll give it to you right here.
I'll bring up one thing. That situation that happened in there, right?
Yeah.
Like, people are like, but look, he said then this, he said this. Okay, but she might. I don't know. I've gotten some messages from people who are like, I'll explain it after to you. I can't, because honestly, there's some people out there who message me that are like, they're afraid for their lives.
Dude, this is like creepy.
They flew to like fucking somewhere like east, like overseas, like as if he was like, that movie where like the monster just keeps walking towards you forever. What's it called?
It Follows?
It Follows, yeah. JF is It Follows, but he fucks you and impregnates you.
Dude, just listen to this. Tell me if you think this is normal. Okay, so I'm her fiance, and we were trying to make a baby together. We have been living together for 3 weeks, and we've been promising loyalty to each other since January 2016. This is what I mentioned in my motion to intervene and my affidavit. Except when you read the actual psychiatric evaluation, it's the doctor says, I asked her how she was planning to take care of herself in North Carolina, and she responded that she and JF were going to work on a cooking show. She was not aware of how much money he has or how much money he makes. I asked her about the possibility of being pregnant and being a mother and having to take care of a small child. She stared, was quiet, and no answer was ever given.
But in his mind, he had like all these ropes on her.
Later, she stated that she liked animals and that she has 3 cats. I asked her if she would be able to take care of herself if something happened to JF, and if he left again, and she had no response. She doesn't know what she's doing.
She talks like she's in a dream constantly, like in third REM cycle. The cats and the dogs.
No, she's like a kid. She can't physically understand the idea of an adult decision.
I just said that. She talks like she's in a dream, and you say, "Hey."
Well, it's not that she's in a dream. She physically, like mentally, she doesn't even know this.
I'm not saying it's okay. I think we're agreeing with each other, but you're just not getting my. Okay, that's cool. No, I'm saying she talks like she's in a dream, where she's like, "Hey," and the cats and the dogs, but she's actually awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But I was just okay. Anyway. Okay, people. Okay, how about this? Now we'll wrap up soon, but let's address the audience. Okay, and I'm battling the spammers. Okay, Andy, you're cringe. How?
I don't even recognize you. You've never been here before. You're just here because you don't enjoy the show. And actually, I enjoy this show much more than his show, primarily because of the topics are always moving forward, and we like to dismantle people who deserve to be dismantled. Sorry, your papa can't be dismantled or criticized without you having a hissy fit, you low IQ bitch. All right, are we? Yeah. So we're at the. Oh shit! It's already 9:47. What? Where did the time go? Look at this one. Oh my god! I love when people. Man, you know yeah, I'll say it after. Claudio Lara Jerez for 5. At this point, Andy. Oh no. All right, this again. Claudio Lara Jerez. I like you, but it's sad to see you like this. What? Happy and in control of my own life without feeling fear. Love is a 4-letter word for 5. Andy, do you? Yeah, I remember that. Here on. Okay, Mike for 2. I heard baked is gaped. Is anyone else in here?
I can confirm that. Yeah, he is gaped. Yeah.
Oh, he's gaped.
Yeah.
Fake left. Ashton had to make him go wash the dishes.
Yeah, I want to text a baked. I'm gonna be like, I'll write something like we heard that you had to wash dishes. All right. All hype. That's when we saw you. You said JF's girlfriend wasn't saying JF tried to kill her. Yeah. Explain that. What did we see there?
Oh no, there was another. Well, JF was talking to another guy, and when JF's girlfriend saw him on the screen, that's when she had her like fit or whatever.
She basically had an episode associating the guy JF talked to with another guy that abused her. In her own words, somebody that abused her for 3 years, and that's a psychopath who tried to kill her. And she associated that guy who actually abused her with No White Guild, the guy who JF was talking to.
Do you think it's true?
It's pretty unstable when somebody comes and attacks somebody who doesn't have anything to do with it. It's
she wasn't flipping off at JF. That's an important.
Yeah.
Because if you just saw that clip, you might think she was.
Yeah, but this isn't the first time either that she's had like one of these episodes on his show either. So I mean that, you know, and like when she's talking, she says something about like you followed me around for 3 years or whatever. So like, you know, obviously she's not talking about JF, but
yeah, okay. So
she comes on stream once in a while, talks about JF is giving me big kisses and blah blah blah. I don't know. It's kind of cringe, but this puts things into perspective. Like, is she a potato?
But hang on. Is she happy though? That's, you know. Fair.
She seems happy.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think, Ryan? Is she a potato?
Well, here's one thing, and this is actually JF sort of made this public because I actually sent him a DM because I saw a clip where she came on and she was saying that she actually lost her job because she was like not going on, because she was basically getting away from her job to listen to JF, and she left her job to go live with JF, and she was saying that just how amazing JF is and all this stuff, and I was saying, and I sent a message to JF saying, perhaps this is a case of undue influence, and maybe you know.
That's what I was thinking. So, yeah.
But then, of course, JF like started shat on me a little bit in one of his streams.
That's my point. You bring up that. Look, I said one thing about him,
but I don't know why he did that though. Because I did that in a DM, and then he made it public. Like what? Like that's very bad strategy. Like you're not gonna earn points on this, JF. Like why? Whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that you know what's funny? All the snakes. I'm in the chat. I remember these guys from the alt-right days, Causality and Lord Funkington. I remember it was some guys. Yeah, I remember. That's so funny. That's fun. Are you guys enjoying it over there at the one stream that you need to wait till it finishes so you can put at 1.25 speed to not be bored? No, I'm just kidding. All right, so John Murphy for 5. Ken Beards. Okay, we read that. Mojinier for 10. Every time I want to like. Yeah, right. Why did it scroll down? Claude Laura Jerez for 2. Andy has officially become Donga. What a surprise. Yeah, if Donga was at the height of his career, sure. Watch Media for 2. Andy can't sue Holt. JF was right. Why attack him? Claude Laura Jerez for 2. Andy, did Tonka rub off on you? No, because he wasn't there. Watch Dog Media for 2. If JF is wrong, then show a slanderous Holt sentence. That I sexually assaulted a girl. Mongolia Love for 5. I remember him saying on stream that he hates porn where women are active and enjoying it. He likes it when they're just lying there and takes it. I don't know if that's true. Claudia Laura Jerez for 5. Andy, you're a scumbag. You're no different than the people you complain about slandering you. Try speaking to him. Did he speak to me when he went on a 20-minute rampage about me, about having low IQ? No, fuck him. I'll talk to people who are stable and can talk to me without having mental breakdowns. Because I've already had enough attacks by me. But I have to say, like, this is awesome. I'm getting so much donations from his fans. Like, I don't even care. Thank you, guys. Andy, I should make fun of fucking JF more often.
Andy, you are feeding into the JQ.
TD Von Ocean Finite for 2. Look, Sora, a lucky emblem. Just Darty for 5. Zoom is bad news, Andy. Don't trust him. He's a snake and will screw you over eventually, whether intentionally or accidentally through his own autism. Zoom has actually helped me tremendously through in these intense moments of fucking just attacks, and he's also a good friend of mine. And if you're not a fucking asshole and you aren't a piece of shit pedophile asshole, then he won't fucking be an asshole to you. The end. Causality for 5. Andy defended JF for the longest time over the court case, and now that it's become convenient, he does a 180 on his position. No, because JF never showed me it, and Zoom did. So I'm gonna believe the papers over the Andy. Believe me, the father came in and fought me. I won the court case when I just read the fucking court saying you denied. Causality for 5. Andy is functionally calling us toxic. No, I'm calling you uninformed. You guys, look, for such high IQ wannabe watchers, you really are just a bunch of sheep. JF reads books and spits them out. You listen to JF and spit it out. How about you do this? How about when you hear someone say something, you do your own research and realize and see if it's actually true? Because I've learned from all these failed partnerships that you should just do it on your own, or else you're gonna get fucked over. The end. All right, guys.
Anybody can look up the case. It's like it's docket number 09-16-00293-CV. And anybody can look that up in the Texas court.
You probably put it in the channel description or the
Here. You throw me that, and I'll. Jason Skunk for 5. So the fight with you and JF is on. This is a good way to get.
It's right here, Andy.
No, because I just found out he has retard strength. I don't want to do that now. All right.
Apparently, he was trying to knock up a girl and intentionally take advantage of her so that he could have an anchor baby, and then he could be able to get a green card in America. And when it didn't work, he got deported back to Canada. And then he had a child, but he lost custody of it for being abusive, and the kid's in the U.S. So he tried to have another kid to stay in the U.S. because he knows women can divorce him when they're not retarded, and then he would just get deported again. So apparently he preys on mentally disabled women so that he can get himself a green card.
People,
and he's an illegal immigrant.
And look at this, people. He is.
He's not a citizen. He got deported.
Oh, okay. So look, people who are angry, snake, low IQ, but go research this stuff, and when you do, then come back. Because if you're just listening to him and believing it, then you're a sheep. You aren't smart. You're hearing things and spitting it out doesn't make you smart. It's absorbing everything around you in different facets of life and be able to logically put them in a way that makes more sense than a fucking French potato fucker. All right? There. 1-600-483-66655. Hey, Ryan, did you really have a black boyfriend?
Did I really? No. Like, I don't know what the really qualifier is there for.
Code guy for 5. Build a wall around Quebec. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to hit like. And remember, make sure your women that you bang have the consciousness to understand what a fucking water faucet is. We love you all, and we'll see you all on the next show.